Right, we're joined here by the Lake Grace Pingrup president, Chris Poots. Victor in the Rezzies today, mate. Everyone played pretty well. It was a good game of footy. Yourself, you come off with the best on ground, so you obviously played well. But how can you see the boys today? How are they going to go, you reckon?
Yeah, today's looking quite good. We've got quite a strong side in, and I think with some good run, it should set us in good stead. I think whoever settles first is probably going to get a good start, that's for sure. Yeah,
I agree, mate. You've got a good mix of youth and experience out there. I think you've been the team to beat all year, so I think Newdegate are certainly going to bring a very good standard of football, but I think Lake Grace are going to be tough to beat if they can pull the straps on. You've had a good week on the track, the boys. You've had a good turnout all week, bit of excitement around the club with. So it'd be nice to do the double, mate. So, you got any plans for the celebrations tonight if you pull it off?
We're heading back to the Lake Grace Pavilion anyway, and once we're there, we'll celebrate. Obviously the twos, and then we'll see what happens after this one at the end of it, and it'll be celebrations either way after a very successful year regardless for the club. So we've been really proud of what we've achieved this year and done a lot of good things.
Very good. Thanks, Chris, and all the best, mate. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
League Grand Final between Lake Grace Pingrup and Newdegate, a derby in the northern end of our association. Podcast and videotape live for Ongerup Football Association through John Douglas of Dartfish, my Retro Media website technician Terry Knapp, Norm Chilcott at Radio Great Southern 1422 and sponsor Ongerup Hotel. I'm Gary Bartholomew's. My first commentator I introduced played 150 games for Jerramungup, was club treasurer from 1996 to 1999, secretary in 2004 and 2005, president from 2011 and 2013. Along with wife Melissa, produced the club's 50th yearbook in 2013, and in 2018 was the president of the Ongerup Junior Football Association. It's welcome to the microphone, Paul Barrett.
Thanks, Gary. Nice to be here. New commentators side by side, and beautiful day here at Newdegate. Been a great day so far.
And joining us in commentary, this one played 5 country championship games for the Ongerup Football Association and 4 for Mortlock Football League. Is a member of Ongerup Football Association's B Division Premiership in 2011. That same year, called the Ongerup Football Association Preliminary Final live on Radio Great Southern. Is a 4 times Jerramungup League Premiership player, umpired OFA's League Grand Final today, but also in 2019 in the reserves, and will play his 150th game when he first plays for Jerramungup next year. Welcome to Kyron Brooks.
Thanks, Gary. Great to be here, mate. Quite an introduction. So.
Yeah, 13 seasons between live calls.
It has been a while. Yeah. No, I'm going to have to ease back into it today, but I think we're going to see a pretty clean game of footy, which make it a bit easier. So.
Yeah, well, it's great to have you aboard, and wonderful way to start the proceedings too, mate. Talking to Chris Poot, of course, the president of the Lake Grace Pingrup Football Club, and also the best on ground. That you, as one of the umpires, gave him the nod as
it would have been pretty close competition.
It was very close. I think we probably had about, between the two teams, Jerry and Lake Grace, we probably had about 10 people we could choose from, but we thought that Chris probably was most consistent all day. He had bursts, he played in the ruck, he played centre forward.
He had a good first half.
He sort of connected them up through the ground really well, so he led really well. But credit to Lake Grace and the Rezzies, they played really well. Albeit Jerry, they strived hard and they put the hard yards in with some of their youth, but they couldn't get over the line, unfortunately.
Okay, good game. Today's league game umpires, we've got as field umpires John Mell, who is the current reigning umpire of the year, Rowan Murdoch and Ian Norris, who is the umpire's advisor in the OFA, and the emergency is Brad Smallwood. The goal umpires are Neil Omo Foreman and Dave Shelton. Now we cross back to Paul and Kyron to find out their tips. Firstly, you, Paul.
Thanks, Gary. Yes, I've been toing and froing about this one, but I'm going to have to lean towards Newdegate, Gary. I think they've got a bit too much up front, and I really liked their backline at Carnival this year, at the Nutrient Carnival. I thought Newdegate's backline was the difference they held up really well with Conti and Riley Bridger and Dino across the back line. So I just think they got a bit much up front and probably a bit better defence. So I'm going to tip Newdegate by, in a close one, 13 points. Is it? So.
Nah, that's it's. I knew you were going to ask me this, Gary, and I've been thinking about it the whole time. Like, who am I going to tip? Who am I going to tip? And honestly, it is a flip of the coin. He's going to go down to the wire today. There's going to be a few contests at either end of the ground, both forward lines, which is going to, I think, tell the tale. But I'm the same as Baz. I reckon I'm going to have to go Newdegate being their home ground. They've got a couple of big ins today. They've beaten them throughout the year, so they know they can do it. I just think that they might just have a bit more grunt in them, but it's going to go either way. So I'm going to tip Newdegate in a very, very close one. I'm going to say 6 points.
Okay, well, staying with you, if you run down Lake Grace Pingrup side and just tell us from coach right down to who's playing today, please.
So Lake Grace Pingrup, they'll be coached by Kelvin Holmes, who's done an outstanding job all year, actually. He's a very astute coach. He knows the game really well, and he's got these boys up and firing for the year. So Kelvin Holmes is their coach. Number 2, Damien Treven, and there'll be number 5, Jackson Calopi, the leading goal kicker for the OFA this season. He's going to be quite tough to stop down the forward line. Their skipper in Luke Bairstow, and we know how he plays his footy, and he's going to be a key part of them getting over the line today. Another veteran in Alex Duckworth, number 7, number 8, Mitch Thornton, number 9, Jack Carruthers, number 11, Connor Holmes, number 12, Will Cook, 13, Blair Watson, 16, Tyson Prater, number 17, Unit, Josh Giles, number 18, Ben Watson, number 19, Sam Batola, number 20, Ruben Smith, 23, Mitchell Smith, number 25, Mitch O'Neill, 26, Bailey McGlynn, number 14, Lewis Gerard, number 34, Austin Cook, and number 38, John T. Robinson. And their captain today, their co-captains, captain today will be Mitch Smith, as their other co-captain's not playing in Darcy Townstead, and their vice-captain will be Luke Bairstow.
Thank you, Corin. Paul, if you want to give us Newdegate.
Yeah, I can, Gary. Very well led by Harvey Lynch today. He's their coach, Gary. Number 2 is Michael Hams, Evergreen Hamsey. He's back playing league. And a stalwart of the Newdegate Football Club, along with his mate, number 3, Ian Lloyd. Number 4 is Dale Ness. 5 is Tristan Ballard. 6, Darcy Thompson. 7, Nelson Kent. Looking forward to watching his footy today. Same with number 8, Aaron Russell. Riley Bridges, their co-captain. Lachlan Maples, number 10. 11 is Jack Walter. 12 is Clint Westlake, talking about Evergreen. 13 is Courtney Waddell. 15 is Dean Rintle, their captain, who didn't play last week, but back in the side, I see. 18 is Jacob Conti. 19 is Joram Tucker. 21 is Jared Offer. 22 is Chris Wollaston. 27 is Bryce Agus. 31 is Dylan Brooks. And 43 is Blake Dunkel. Going well on it. I just got an A-grade netball score. The Ongerup girls 58 defeated Jerry 41 in the A-grade netball. So
congratulations. So they've got a premiership each then.
Yes, yep. Yes. So that was a good result for the Ongerup girls.
Sticking to football, in the reserves earlier today, Lake Grace Pingrup 8 goals 10-58, beat Jerramungup 3 goals 8-26 to margin 32 points. And you probably hear in the background the junior celebrations going on, where Newdegate, the home side, has won by a 56 point margin over Ongerup, 9 goals 8 to 1 goal straight. So we've seen some very good brand of football, haven't we, in both the earlier grades, regardless of how wide the margin were at the end.
Great game of B-grade, Gary. Yeah, well umpired too, I thought.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, by 3 experienced umpires.
You're not trying to get a free B, right?
No, they was well umpired, and it was a good, clean game. There was no nasty stuff, and it was good spectacle for the crowd, and a great crowd here, Gary. Speaking of crowds, it was a really good day for the OFA.
I haven't seen the bigger one at Newdy. Have you, Corin?
No, it's a good turnout today. I think just having a really broad scale of teams in and clubs in, and look, we've got to get along and support the country footy leagues, whether your team's in it or not. So it's good to see a good turnout. And just back to the Resi's game today, hats off to everyone the way that they actually played the game. Like, I was out there umpiring, and the respect between the two clubs was evident, and the respect for the Green Shorters
which are a big part of our Resi's competition. They had an impact on the game, but everyone knew they were out there. There was respect for those young kids. So it was really good the way they went about it. And let's be honest, they're the ones we come to see.
Oh, absolutely. In the end,
and the future of the association.
Yeah, and isn't it exciting the fact that we were actually hosting a derby, and Newdegate and Lake Grace Pingrup, as Bill Trevennan has written in page 3 of today's program, the last time these two met in a league grand final was in 1925, which is the only time before today. Isn't it an amazing fact?
That is unbelievable, considering, I mean, we're both Jerramunga people, and the rivalry have with Boxwood Hills, and we've seen them in a lot of grand finals, Jerramunga up and Boxwood, and to think that the Northern Derby, we probably haven't seen quite
well, we don't get to see them, do we?
No, we don't. And I think from all reports, we don't see them 1-1, but from all reports, there's no love lost between these two teams. I think they're friendly off the field, but on the field, she's all
that's what we're here for, to see the best team win, and Newdegate was last Premier in 2016 and Lake Grace Pingrup in 2012, so it's been a small drought for both of them. They're lining up for 1 minute of silence. I don't know who the players was, but we did lose a footballer from the Ongerup Football Club, I believe. I can't tell you his name, it hasn't surfaced to me, but so they're having a 1 minute silence out there right now, and then we'll see the coin toss and see how this game unfolds.
Yeah, Gary. Both sides got a few veterans and a few young blokes today, so
they got a mix,
looking at them lining up. Tyson Prater and Luke Besto and Alex Duckworth in Lake Grace, and look across the way, and there's Ian Lloyd and Clint Westlake and Hamsey, and there's a few.
They're getting out of wheelchairs now, mate.
I think you would have even pulled the boots on against a few of those boys. I'll tell you what, but Newdegate play a brand of football that no other club in this competition plays. They're strong, and they've got good foot skills across the ground, and that's going to go a long way to them trying to get this win today. Playing against them, you can't give them 2 or 3 metres, because they can hit targets if they're on, and they'll use that 30-metre kick and they'll hit the target. We know what they've got up forward in that fast leader in Aaron Russell, and if he gets a sniff,
around goals.
He's
Sam Batola's going to have to play a big game.
I don't see enough goals coming, Corin, from Lake Grace Pingrup over the journey.
Well, there's one young fella up forward who we know can play.
But he's either hot or he's cold.
He's hot or he's cold, and Newdegate will know that. They'll know they'll have to bring the heat on him early.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a great young kid. He's a very, very talented player. I've actually seen him play basketball too, and he's very talented on the basketball court. I have coached him.
Level.
But Jackson Calopi's really going to have to bring it on today. You don't want to put any pressure on the young kid, but we just know how talented he is. So
let's hope he finds a good day.
Yeah, that's right. Because
I can't wait. It'll be great. Yeah.
Righto, what do you got for us?
I just got the A-grade netball results. Goes 58 to Ongerup 41 to Jerry. The best in the grand final was the first and best association in Harriet Addis. So she won the first and best association and best in the grand final today. So well done, Harriet. Great season.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yep, great result for her. She was very good. I think she even won the medal last year, so 2 times in a row.
Just watching the matchups here, Gary. They're going out now. I see Sam Patola's going to Aaron Russell. Newdegate will kick down towards the airport end or the highway end, and Lake Grace going down towards the town end, mate. But there's going to be a key matchup down there.
Okay, so we're almost ready to start the 2023 Ongerup Football Association League Grand Final from Newdegate.
Riley Bridges gone to Jackson Calopi too, so
start her off, Baz.
Good matchup. Umpire of the year, John Mule just throw it up into the air, and away we go. Up they go into the ruck. Good, no even contest. In it goes off up nice and hard. Luke Burstow will be on the ground flat out of it all day. Newdegate scramble it forward up to the half-back line. Speared out from Lake Grace. In comes Offer again. Little grubber up looking for Russell into the pocket in front of that sandpit, Gary.
Yes.
And Aaron Russell's got it out. He's going to wheel around on his left foot. He knows he can't kick it from there. Hard kick with the wind the way it is today. But he's started to settle in. He's going to have a deliberate shot here. So it's the first 4-8 goal of the first 30 seconds, Gary. Up he goes, not probably looking at the top of the square. Over the back it goes. Chance for Lake Grace. There's a whistle on play, but there's a free kick down there, so I didn't catch that one.
It's going to Trevennan. He's gone to the centre back position. Two players fight it out. Newdegate come through. He was held high. Ball called play on now. Ball's gone down to Reuben Smith. He can't quite pick it up. Lake Grace has tried to clear the footy. Aaron Russell running out towards the far half forward line for Newdegate, and it's gone out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. She's a bit scrappy early here, Baz.
In front of that sandpit. We called that sandpit all day during the B grade. I'm thinking it's going to be at the A grade again all day. So it'll come in right where the 50 metres to boundary line at the southern end of the ground here at Newdegate. Beautiful conditions. A little bit of breeze, probably favouring the southern end, of course, but I don't know whether there's much in it. Lake Grace scrambled out through Mitch O'Neill. Big high kick. The wind's going to carry that one over the boundary line, and it's going to go out in the full.
Yes, so we're 1.5 minutes into the first quarter of the grand final. No score on the Ongerup Hotel scoreboard, and a throw-in.
There is a breeze going down towards that far end. Newdegate kicking. It's sort of going into the far forward pocket down here, which is quite tricky, and they're going to have to make use of it early.
The wind's getting a bit stronger too.
That's where you lived the morning, Corin, over in that pocket.
It's a long way over there. I just about need my glasses, Gary.
It is.
So Jared Offer's got it. Spearing little low kick in, looking for Aaron Russell. Found him again, Gary, and he's a bit closer this time and probably should be able to...
I think he'll be a bit gooder too, because if you want the ball to be in anyone's hands for Newdegate, it's Aaron Russell.
Yeah, and he's up and about early, old Rusty.
Deadly.
He'll be liking that.
It's a very good kick, Aaron. So he's lined up, 20 metres out. It's gone to the top of the square. I don't know what he's done there. Newdegate try to get the footy down. Brooks goes through, can't grab the footy. Gone out through there, Patola. He kicks it long, out to the centre half back position. Cook tried to grab the footy. Now he's tackled quickly by Conti, I think it was. No, it was
Dean Rental.
That was Nelson Kent, I think. And
met solidly from Rental.
We're going to have a ball up. Centre half forward here for Newdegate. Two ruckmen go at it. It was manhandled there, and Reuben Smith. Ball's hit the ground. Everyone stacks on.
Why isn't that manhandling being paid anymore?
No, well, it's out the door, Gary.
Yeah, certainly is.
A lot of players around the footy. Up it goes again. No one clear rucked on. Both ruckmen go to the ground. Out it comes. Newdegate in there, probably with through Maples, speared it out into Offer's hands, was it?
Nelson Kent,
Nelson
I think
Kent's hands, yep. And it's another ball up. You go, Corin.
Yeah, Smith goes at it, can't quite knock it down. It's still bobbling around in there. Hit down by Holmes, picked up there by Smith. I think he's tackled hard. Brought to the ground, ball's knocked out. Again, we're going to have another ball up.
This is how the B grade started. The Rezzies earlier on, a lot of ball ups, a lot of close play in the game. Eventually opened up, and I reckon this one will be a bit the same.
So it's tapped down there by the Newgate player, picked up there, and Nelson Kent. He's gone forward, ball smothered. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds there again in the far pocket.
That sandpit, Gary.
The sandpit. I think that's the jumper pitch from the school carnival. By the way,
Batola let Aaron Russell know that he's on him, right on him.
Well, he needs to. Aaron Russell started very, very well.
Yeah.
Umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going the way of Newdegate. Who's that player there? Newdegate have got the ball.
That's Walters, I think, is it?
I think it's Walters. It is a fair way over there, isn't it? He's going to kick. He's going to kick from about 44, 45. Pretty sure it's gone to the top of the square. She's gone up. Big mark there from Batola. He's come through and taken a chest mark. The only one that wanted it. So Lake Grace will get out of defence through Batola. He finds Tyson Prater, who's floating down the far. He's taken in the back pocket there for Lake Grace now. He's looking up the pavilion side. He's looking to go long up the wing. Got a player there in Watson. He's taken the mark. Ben Watson's got the footy now on the half back flank. He's coming up wide to Trevennan. He's got the mark now. Trevennan's got the footy as they move up the wing, just all ever slight. He's looking for his vice captain in Bairstow. It's an ugly old kick picked up there by Newdegate player. He's tried to duck around. He's been tackled from behind. Ball spills clear. Whoa, Giles has come through and taken, and that was Watson, sorry. He's taken one of the Newdegate players off the ball. That was number 13, Courtney Waddle. He goes to play on, kicks it long down the line, looking for Brooks. A big mark there from an ex-Ganser medalist in Tyson Prater. He's going to take the kick out of the back line for Lake Grace.
Tyson normally plays a bit up forward, but he's hanging around the half-back flank today. But look at it down there. So Spears, a little one back into the centre to Ben Watson. Looking forward to watching his game today, and also looking forward for Jonty Robinson. I'll be keeping an eye on him. In it comes Mitch O'Neill, cuts it off, wheels around that right foot, got a bit of pace, pops it up, looking for Alex Dugworth, but he's got 2B. Down it comes. Clyde's Bailey McGlinn's throwing it over the top to no one. Conti ever reliable back in defence. Spears out to Michael Hams here, right in front of the commentary box. Nice little kick right back into the middle. Nelson Kent's got a couple of metres on his opposition. Just a little chiseler into the pocket, and he's found, is it Courtney Waddell? I think that's Waddell. He's going to have a deliberate set shot from 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
I think it's Conti.
Is it? It's
Darcy Thompson.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Darcy Thompson's found him way up there.
Right in front of the bar.
Thompson,
He'll be getting a bit of advice, I reckon. In comes Darcy Thompson. Deliberate approach, close to the man of the mark. It looks right off the boot. There's a bit of celebrating down there. And umpire David Shelton's gets the first score on the board, Gary.
Yeah, fantastic. And we're at the 6.5 minute mark of the first quarter. 1 goal straight on the Ongerup Hotel scoreboard. And it's got Ongerup there at the moment, but we know it's Lake Grace Pingrup.
Yeah, they need to change that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We know who it is.
Newdegate just moved the ball, as we expect, down that wing. They found those short kicks, got it in the hands of Nelson Kent, who's going to be quite deadly for them today. He's managed to get that ball inside 50.
He's already had a few touches, hasn't he?
Good kick here from the middle.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So exactly how we expect Newdegate to play. So that was very good work from them.
Looking forward to watch that Lachlan Maples play too. Number 10
really attracted my attention in the finals.
Looking forward to seeing him.
Lachlan fly in the middle and down, trying to knock forward there from Lake Grace. It's in their hands now of Ballard. Ballard goes forward. He's kicked it out wide to the wing. She's runs on now. She's gone out of bounds on the just gone out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throwing out the far wing there now.
And Tristan Ballard, Kyron won Newdegate's club first and best last year in his first season.
Good player and honest player, Gary.
He is, and again, you've coached him.
Can play. Up they go. Ruben Smith taps it down to the evergreen Luke Bester. Wheels around, trying to get rid of it. Can't get on to what he wants to do, so he whips it back to Connor Holmes. Big long kick up there looking for no one. Dean Rindle's in the hot spot against Alex Dugworth. I think it's going to go out of bounds just around to the southern side of the new electronic scoreboard here at Newdegate Oval, and they've just changed the scoreboard over, so now we know we've got Lake Grace and Newdegate.
They must be listening to you.
Yeah, they must have heard
the boundary umpire throws it in. Smith goes up. Ball's hit the ground again. I think that's Dunkel going through. Is picked up there by all. She's bobbing around there. Lake Grace go inboard now. He's found a player in Ben Watson. He's had a fair few touches. Ben Watson. He goes inboard now. Then looks for Townsend. He can't. Conti's grabbed the footy now and he's gone forward quickly. He looks for that player in Ian Lloyd. Lloyd drops the mark. Should have taken it. Goes forward again. Comes off the side of the boot. Player there in Ballard going through. Can't quite get it. It's fallen in the hands of Connor Holmes, and he's tackled in. The ball's kept in, and the umpire says, "Give it to me. We'll have a ball up."
It's Ron Murdoch's the umpire. Good to see Ron doing the grand final.
Fantastic.
Up they go. Yeah, fantastic. There's Maples. Got his first touch down to Cook. Little grubber up towards Alex Dugworth, and it's a great mark from Dean Rintle. The evergreen Dean Rindle's got his right hamstring pretty heavy strap, but he's out there playing an 80%. Dean Rintle's pretty good, I'd say.
I'll say.
Long kick out towards the true wing position. In they go. Lake Grace dive on top of the ball, and it's going to roll out of bounds right in the true wing position on the eastern side of here. Newdegate Oval.
9 minutes into the first quarter. 6 points on the board for Newdegate. Lake Grace haven't scored.
It's been stop and start so far. It hasn't been the best game of footy to watch. Umpire chucks it in. It's picked up there by a player in Maples.
Yeah,
Maples goes forward in the hands there of Thompson. I think that was. He's gone drived it long now. No one at home. It's gone out of bounds next to the right point post, and we'll have another throw in. Like I said, she's been stop and start. It hasn't been really been free flowing up until now.
The game won't open up for a while, but I think it will eventually. So here goes the two ruckman. Ruben Smith will probably do the majority of the ruck all day against Walter. Over the back it goes. There's been a free kick on play here, and umpire Norris has said it'll go to Ruben Smith. I think he got him over the shoulder. So
quick to handball it off. Finds Bairstow. Switches the ball. Bairstow switches the ball. It's marked there by Batola. Batola in the left back pocket there for Lake Grace. He's fumbled the kick. Tried to be picked up by Ned. Picked up by Hams. Hams is tackled. Ball goes out of bounds. And we're going to have another throw in. Now he's changed the other side of the ground. We're on the pavilion side, right in front of the drinking hole down there here at Newdegate on the pavilion side.
Good throw in from the boundary umpire Sinclair. No clear price ruck knock. Down it comes to Lake Grace, trying to scramble forward. Maples, strong tackle. Another strong tackle for the Newdegate boys. Get out of trouble. He's going to be holding the ball. Eventually turned it over through Courtney Waddell's had a few touches, and it's going to go out of bounds just about where the last throw up was. So, it's a bit of a stalemate at the moment.
Leaves us on this plate.
We can see both sides trying to find their feet a bit and see where everyone's playing and then get a bit of control. But Ruben Smith taps it down the end. Lloyd's got a few metres on his player. Pops it up to the top of the goal square to the hotspot. Aaron Russell's the man here. Good defence from Lake Grace. Good spoil from Batola. Right in amongst it. Connor Holmes comes to help his mate out. Good handball over the top. Brilliant to Prater. He'll want to wheel around on his left foot. Round he goes. Pops it back on his right. Looking down there for Alex Dugworth in the true wing position. He'll be stretching Rintoul's hamstring out. Down they go. Good pressure from Rintoul, and I think it's play on and it's going to be out of bounds, I think.
Two fast players in there, Paul.
It's an interesting matchup there. We know Alex Duckworth has got a bit of pace on him, and Dino probably doesn't. So they play two very different brands of football. We know Dino likes to read it coming in. Yep. Alex will be a big lead-up player, but that hamstring just might test Dino.
I reckon that matchup. Like Grace is playing.
Yeah, Ballard's trying to get the ball now. He's found Hams. He's got no one on him in the middle of the ground. He drives Newdegate forward. Under it comes Ian Lloyd. No one on him. Takes the mark. Wasn't convincing, but he's got the mark. He's got it about 60 out here for Newdegate in the centre of the ground. He's going long home now. He's come off the side of the boat, but Russell might find himself in a good spot. Can't quite grab it. Umpire's found a free kick. I think he's pulled up Batola for not having eyes on the ball. Unlucky.
He was running backwards. A bit of a tricky one, but
I didn't think there was a kick in there myself, but the umpires.
Yeah, well, Russell's 15 metres out here. 45 to Grangle. He won't miss this one, Aaron.
I think as soon as you take your eyes off the footy, the umpires are quite on it as much
as long as they're consistent, I have no qualms.
Yep.
In comes Russell, deliberate approach on his trusty left foot, and then straight over the goal umpire's head, Gary. It's the second major for Newdegate today, 12 minutes in.
Yes.
Lake Grace haven't worried the scores yet, so it's 2 goals straight, 12 to Lake Grace yet to score.
Yep.
Lake Grace have only really had it in their forward line once, and they haven't really looked like they've threatened the goals at all. So they need to really work hard in the middle, I think. This is really going to start to, they can't afford to get too many goals.
No, there's 4 or 5 goals difference a quarter time. It's a long way back.
When Russell shoots for goals, you don't need a goal umpire because he starts celebrating beforehand.
He's very confident in his kick, Aaron. I'll give him that. So ball goes to the middle, try to be cleared there by Newdegate. It ends up in the ends of Holmes, and he's managed to get the ball. Umpire's called him for holding the ball, actually, dispossessed incorrectly. So it's going in the hands of Thompson. He plays on now, drives the ball long in search of Russell again. It's gone now, but it's landed in the hands of Prater. He's found the footy. So Lake Grace will get out through Prater. He's looking for that play now in Giles. No, he goes shorter again in O'Neill.
Mopping up quite well, isn't he?
He's a very good reader of the footy. So Mitch O'Neill's got the footy in the back pocket for Lake Grace. No option to kick to. He's going to have to move it on now because the umpire will tell him to play on. He's long up the line, looking for Giles. He can't quite mark. Ball hit the ground. Gone to Ballard now. He gets around the tackle and he'll drive Newdegate in again. It's come off the side of the boot and gone out of bound once again in the right back pocket. Looks like it's gone out in the full.
Yeah, I think it did.
And I think Prater once again is going to take the kick.
Prater will come up the pavilion side here. He's looking both ways, not a lot of option, just a little short Chesler in looking for Duckworth. Get him into the play, get him a bit of confidence. Alex Duckworth on the true sort of half-back line for Lake Grace. Another little short kick, working their way up the field to Ben Watson.
Nelson's got the job on Luke Verso at the moment.
Yeah, I did see Nelson Kent following Luke around pretty well, so Watson is going to be called to play on here as well. Come up the wing side right in front of Pavilion. Another little short kick looking for Connor Holmes. Got a little nudge from Offa. Yep, down it comes. Good tackle from Rintoul on the Lake Grace player in there in...
number 14, not on the list here that we've got. So
Lewis Garrard.
Is it?
Yeah, down the...
down the bottom here. Yep. So umpire...
He's found a hole in the ball. It's going to go the way of Lake Grace. It's gone to Mitch O'Neill, and it's right on the wing in front of the pavilion here at Newdegate. He looks out wide. He's got a player there in Watson. Watts doesn't quite mark it on the full. It's hit the ground. He's gone the other side. Conti's got him under the pump there, looking at that player from Lake Grace. Handballed over. She's full on now. McGlynn's going forward. Dunkeld. Good, strong, hard tackle. And we know how Dunkeld played. He's got that Dunkeld last name, and he plays like a bull.
Run into a brick wall then. Up they go again. No Seafrock. Lake Grace trying to tap it forward. Duckworth under the pump.
Good umpiring.
Yeah, play on, he said. Mitchell picked it up, stole it away, and it's had a shot at goal, and umpire performances. No, there's a whistle on play here. Is it going to come back?
Looks like Alex Duckworth is down.
Yeah, I thought he already called play on.
I thought he called him to play on too.
He's stopping the game just so as a behind, I think. Yeah, almost way behind. So
yeah, no, he called play on. So
we've got to wait till Alex can get
stop the game.
Looks like he's not in a good way, Alex. He's here he's on the half forward flank.
He hurt his knee. I think he's got his hand on his knee.
Yeah. And as far as I remember, Alex doesn't have a good record in grand finals. It was the grand final against Boxwood Hills where he took a hard hit from I think it was Thomas Patola back then, and
didn't take much further part of the game.
No.
Well, and last year this time, Colin, I don't know if you remember, he was actually retired. He was on holiday.
I did mention that to him when I seen him running around in the game against Jerramunga earlier in the year. Look, he's a stalwart of the old player. He's one of the best blokes who ever played footy, to be honest with you. He's well respected amongst all teams. So
no question.
It's sad to see him getting
side at the moment.
carried off here, unfortunately.
He's done something to his left leg there.
And this is not what Lake Grace needed, because he gives them a lot of drive through that half forward line.
Especially playing on Dean Rental. They need him to play on him.
That is very unfortunate for Lake Grace. They kick it in now, and Newdegate have gone short, and they find the player in Maples. Maples goes straight up the ground. It's being brought back.
Well, they're going to wait for a ducky to come off the ground, I think. He's coming straight off. He's not going through interchange. He's not coming back on.
That's unfortunate. Don't like to see
well
that.
Well done, Ducky. Great.
So Conti's going to take the kick in as play resets now. He's going to go long towards the outer side here at Newdegate. He's looking for that player in Tucker. Can't quite find him. He's hit the ground. Gone now to another player from Lake. It's a long way out there. He's gone inboard now to Smith. Smith can't quite grab the foot. He's been infringed, and the umpires picked out a free kick. They could play on now. Watson into the middle of the ground. Goes over to Holmes. Holmes handballs off. Finds O'Neill again. Gets the old 1-2 back to Holmes. Finds Mitch Smith out wide. He's under pressure now. He's quick to play on. Finds a player in there. I think it's Bairstow. Kicks to the top of the square, but it's on Newdegate. And he's kicked to that man you cannot kick it to.
Guess who?
Dean Rental. Brooks, he's quick to find Brooks out wide on the half-back flank. Cook's in quick pursuit. Stepped around him now. Nice footwork there by Brooks, but he's put it straight down the throat of Mitch O'Neill. He's on the wing. He'll look forward there for Lake Grace.
He'll put it back into the true centre forward position. Good spoil from Crothers. Goes forward, and Rowan Murdoch's picked out a free kick.
Tristan Ballard. He put his body on the line then. Didn't know what was coming.
He's had a good start to the game. Spears it out wide, looking for Chris Wollaston. Haven't called his name yet. He needs to get into the game. Down it comes the Cook. He got one high. I don't know umpire. Play on, he says. Great sweeping handball to Mitchell O'Neill. Spears it in, looking for Calopian. Here's his first four-rated goal here for the Lake Grace Footy Club.
Beautiful lead and pass.
That was a beautiful kick.
Wasn't it?
Not even Jesus could have stopped that.
You couldn't get it. It was just no one behind him could even get thinking about it.
We're right here with this one. We're right on the money here.
Jackson's going to have to kick it from about 48, I reckon.
He's going to have to be a good kick from here.
But we know he can do it. We know he's a very clever player.
Our leading goal kicker with 41 goals this season.
Very deliberate approach, and he's hit it well. Straight through the middle. Jackson Calopi, that's the man they need to be on fire.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that could be the spark that Lake Grace need to get underway here.
Beautiful kick. Well done. Great kick from there. Bit of wind. Bit tricky from there.
Well, that might lift them a bit, and knowing that Ducky's not coming back.
No, just what they needed just before quarter time. Yeah, so we've been 19 minutes, Gary, in the Ongerup Hotel scoreboard, and the game has sort of half freed up a bit, hasn't it? Opened up a bit, a few less players around the footy, so Rowan Murdoch will restart the game after that beautiful set shot from Calopian. Good play from Mitchell O'Neill. Up they go again. Same two ruckmen go at it again. Down it comes. Mitch Smith throws it over his shoulder, trying to get it back to Crothers, but it's been held up through Ballard, and there'll be another throw up.
Murdoch will chuck it up in the middle of the ground. 2 ruckmen go at it. Reuben Smith, the big body player. Cook tries to run onto it. Can't quite grab it. Thompson then looks for it. He finds that player there in Maples. It gets it out wide to Lloyd. Ian Lloyd goes to the true centre forward position. Couldn't mark Wallison. Gets rid of his player. Quickly tapped it onto Conti. Conti will have a kick from about 48.
Oh, he's a backman.
He certainly is. I'm not sure what he's doing that down that end.
What it deserved the goal. That was brilliant by Chris Wallison.
I noticed Conti's gone to the centre of the ground now, which he also, if he gets the footy today, he's a good user of the ball.
He's a very good player,
and he's got a fairly good tank, and he goes all day. So
unassuming, isn't he, Conti?
He's very impressive at Carnival.
Yeah, he is. He was probably in OFA's best each game.
Each game, Gary, definitely. Yep.
Prater kicks it out. It's cut off there by Russell. Russell's managed to get his finger to the ball, but it's picked up again by Prater to come and help out. I think he realised he's cooked that one. Gone there to Giles. Oh, that's been a pretty risky kick. Gone back to Conti. He's picked it from Newdegate. Straight in the middle of the ground, and Russell's managed to find room as he does.
He's on his own.
He's taken the mark about 35 out, 40-degree angle.
Sam Batola's about 40 metres away when he marked that, but he was obviously committed to a tackle.
Like all good forwards, Gary, when there's a sniff, they'll run back and grab it. So.
Mitch Smith down there shaking his head too, wondering who was playing on him. Just as we.
Oh no, but Batola was obviously picking up the most dangerous player.
No, Russell's
at the time.
He's put it across the face, has he? Or not? No, he's letting go. That's his second goal.
Yeah.
Right before quarter time, so Newdegate moved to 3-1-19 in front of Lake Grace here. 1-1-7, Gary. 1-1-7 on the Ongerup Hotel scoreboard.
Lake Grace just haven't used the ball well coming out of that back line. They just need to slow it down a tad.
And they've had more possession.
Yep, they probably need to slow it down a tad and essentially even look for that switch ball because they've got legs through the middle of the ground. So.
Well, just do a bit more deliberate.
I think they're going to outmark Newdegate. I think they're looking for trouble.
Yep, so we're back in the centre of the ground now. The 2 ruckmen will look to fly. It'll be Tucker versus Smith. Smith slightly wins it down, gets it back into his hand, tries to chuck his foot on it again. Offer can't quite pick it up. Bairstow's first to the footy, doesn't fall over. Handballs it up to Holmes. He's great tackle there from Maples. Still got the footy away. Was Holmes. Off then to a player. He's gone forward. That player in Gerard couldn't take the footy, but he's got it back again. He's managed to kick it to the top of the square. 1-on-1. We've got Calopi. Hits came on the ground. Gone to that player there in Bridger. Back to the Newdegate will clear through Dunkel. Risky kick still. Should have kicked it close to the boundary. Hams is trying his best. He's getting a bit held. Back to Dunkel and the ball goes out of bounds in the back pocket there for Newdegate, and we'll have a boundary throw in.
We've got Connor Holmes still on the ground down here. And the half-back line, they don't need too bad injuries, Lake Grace. It'll be the last thing the coach will want.
No, they can't have Connor go down. He's a bit of a bull for them.
In it comes. Newdegate take possession out of the ruck. Scramble around a few Lake Grace. Mitch Smith's in the hot spot here. Through offer. In comes the evergreen Ian Lloyd. Down to Conti. He's got a couple to does well, but he's managed to
caught it. Great tackle.
Play on Tyson Prater. Little worm leader in his back.
Pouring again.
No, hold on. The whistle's gone. What do we do on here, Norris?
There was a free kick to Lake Grace. Prater picked it up and played on, as you're allowed to, as far as I'm aware.
Well, that's the second time this has happened today. I thought they play on was the...
Ian's looking a bit confused. Rebecca's found... she's gone over to Connor, is it?
He's not that good, Connor Holmes.
Unfortunately, that happened... 50 or 60. Connor's down 50 or 60 metres away from the play. He hasn't impacted what's going on here at all.
No. Yeah, well, the health of the football is more important.
They're calling for the ambulance, I think. What's he done? He's done a
knee as well, I think, hasn't he?
No, it looks like his ankle, I think.
Oh, is it? Yeah, he's just like a...
They don't need him either.
Well, he shouldn't even be walking. He should get... The ambulance is coming out on the ground now, so...
No, they've called it off.
Gee, Lake Grace, Pingrup don't want to... any more bad luck?
No, they don't need him to go down.
Unfortunately, he's walking like his dad, which is not great.
The first quarter and two key players.
No, he'll be right. Walk it off.
He is a tough young fella.
Yeah, he's a tough nut.
Yeah, but he could do more damage by not just getting off his feet.
Again, another well-respected young lad, which this is not great to see him go off the ground like this.
They need him. They need him back.
Not only is he great to watch, but he's someone that Lake Grace need.
Well, I can't see why they just don't take a stretcher out there for that, just to get him up, and then they can worry about getting him right.
Yeah.
You can always do more damage.
Anyway, Lake Grace has got the footy here through Mitch O'Neill. He'll put it deep into the throat of Lake Grace's forward line here. But
Football was magnificent, that pass.
Let them play, Gary, I say.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Newdegate have had the time to go back and
Now there's 25 people in the forward 50.
like a mob of seagulls back there. And he was gone wide.
Looking for McGlynn.
McGlynn, he can't quite right, but it's marked there by Ballard as we come to have seen him take those pack marks.
Having a good game.
He's looking to switch the footy now. He finds the player there in
Courtney
Waddle in the middle.
Out to Riley Bridger. Newdegate had switched there, gone down to that eastern wing. Spears a little short pass into, is that Ian Lloyd? No. Who is that?
That's Darcy
Thompson. They look a bit similar, him and Lloydie. Through to the evergreen Clint Westaway with the helmet. Nice little drop punt up the wing looking for Aaron Russell, and he's beaten two Lake Grace defenders.
I tell you what, he's having a good quarter.
They want to watch him because he'll play on. Wheels under his right foot, maybe he should stick with his left. There's a real up and under. Through Lloyd's hands, down it comes to Dale Ness, and it's right in front of that sand pit again, and out of play it'll go. And it'll be another throw-in.
Dale Ness is one of those players that can tally up quick goals too.
I think he kicked 7 or 8 against Jerry this year, and
pretty quickly.
He's one of those players that's quite hard to match up on as well.
Yes.
So
you don't know he's there, Corin, after time.
No,
he played a good game. So there'll be another throw up here. Umpire John Meal will throw it up. The umpire of the year. In they go again. Ruben Smith probably got one over the shoulder. Taps a big ball back towards their full in favour of no one. In goes Conti. Probably got tackled without the ball. Yeah, umpire Norwich says it'll be to you, Conti, and he'll be looking in for
on that occasion.
Yeah.
Where's Aaron Russell? They'll be looking for Russell.
Yeah, that will give Wallison a chance to mark then.
Maybe the chance for the last score before quarter time here. We've been going nearly 27 minutes. Little worm bound around for Lake Grace looking for Jack Carruthers in the pocket, is it? No, it's Trevenant, sorry. Any wheels into the true centre half back position for Lake Grace, and that's the mark from Blair Watts, who's had a good quarter, I reckon.
Finds a player in Cook.
Will Cook, yep.
Cook's gone out wide now. Another Lake Grace player's gone down the line, but it's Dunkeld who sort of gets to the right position now. He's just sort of toe poked it down towards the boundary line. He's tackled there by McGlynn.
It's a throw-in.
Well, that's back pocket versus forward pocket there. And look where they are.
Throwing them around, Gary.
On the right wing.
Throwing them around a bit.
So we're going to have another boundary throw. I think we're going to go 30 minutes here. This is gone.
Well, we've got injury time, remember?
Injury time.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's tapped down there by Smith into the hands of O'Neill. He's tackled by hands. Look foul. There it is. Well, there you go. With the amount of throw-ins, I guess there wasn't too many goals kicked, but there was a lot of throw-ins in, wasn't there?
Yeah, I haven't seen Connor Holmes back yet, so hopefully they're working him over and getting him back on the field. I reckon they need him back. So
quarter time?
Quarter time, Gary. Yeah, they're here at Newdegate Central for the 2023 League Grand Final. Sees Newdegate 3-1-19. A handy little lead over Lake Grace Pingrup, 1 goal, 1-7. So
goal kickers for Newdegate, 2 to Aaron Russell, 1 to Darcy Thompson, and Jackson Calopia scored Lake Grace Pingrup sole goal. Let's, Corin, if you'd like to assess Newdegate. Firstly, we'll get Paul to judge Lake Grace Pingrup's first quarter effort and pick out your better plays for each club.
Yeah, well, I thought Newdegate probably were the ones that broke it first. Like it was back and forward to start off with, and they just managed to get a few more clearances out of the middle or move that ball forward to find. Obviously, they got a very good goal kicker down there in Aaron Russell. So if you can get it to him out in front or in a position where he can find that position, they're quite deadly. So they managed to probably break the ice early because it was 50-50 both ways. Newdegate were the ones that drew first blood. So they were the ones that were probably on top early, and that's the reason they're in front. So as we know, they're better players. How can you go past Aaron Russell? He's the man that's probably given them the opportunities up forward. Yep. So he's done very well. Also there, Darcy Thompson in the middle. Nelson Kent hasn't quite had his hands on the marks, but Lockie Maples has been very good as well. So that's been good. And down the back line, well, Blake Dunkel's been good. He's been pretty respectful down there. And that other player in Tristan Bellard, who's taken a few good marks around the ground. So that's probably been Newdegate's best Yeah, so, and over to you, Baz, to run us through Lake Grace.
Yep, Lake Grace, just before I go through Lake Grace's best players of the first quarter, special mention to one of the AFL boys that have come back to support Lake Grace is Liam Baker.
Yes.
Is here, Gary. So
dual premiership player with Richmond.
yes, so great to see Bakes is...
and mooted as their next captain too.
yeah, I just asked him before if he was interested in doing the captaincy job, and he was pretty
Chuffed.
pretty coy about it,
Yeah.
but he didn't want to say too much. And I asked him about the new coach, and he didn't say too much.
Coy about that as well.
He didn't say too much. He didn't say too much about that either. So no, great to see Liam Baker here, just supporting the AFL, and it's great to, those AFL blokes put a bit back in. It's really good. So well done to
Well, if
Liam
you've
Baker.
been listening to our reserves coverage this morning, and also the start of the first quarter here with the league, you'll know that this is the best crowd that I've certainly seen at Newdegate, and both Kyron and Paul agree with me. So it's been a big day out here, and of course they have their field day during the week too, Paul.
It's coming up.
Have
Wednesday,
you
Thursday.
gone
Yep.
to a Newdegate field
Yes,
day?
yeah, been to most of them, Gary. Yeah, it's a big day. The Oval's full of stands and cars and caravans, and up behind us here is chocolate blocks. So they're in for a big week, Newdegate.
Yeah, let's hope the weather's good for them too.
And great community. They really do a good job at it. So my best players Lake Grace, Gary. I thought Mitchell O'Neill was pretty good all quarter.
Yep.
Started well. Ruben Smith in the ruck. He'll ruck all day, but I just like his game. He doesn't give up. He battles manfully. I thought Blair Watson had a fair bit of it too, and before Connor Holmes went off, he didn't go off not that long ago, but he also, I thought, started quite well for Lake Grace. So I'd just like to see, they probably would have minded one more goal, Lake Grace, going into quarter time, but that's how it is. So they'll probably be kicking with a bit of breeze, but this quarter, Lake Grace.
Newdegate leading by 12 points, and we cross to Corin Brooks.
No.
You've got a guest out there, Corin, or not? No?
Not yet. No, not yet. No, I think he's waiting for the coach to to break up the play.
Okay, well, let's see.
I haven't seen Connor Holmes.
It's just fantastic to see so many people around, and the colours that we're witnessing at Newdegate. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, great day.
Pingrup, just breaking up now. And Colin, over to you. If you've got someone to talk to or not.
Good.
No, you got no. Yep.
The medalist in Jaden Brooks, and also the Ongerup coach for this year. What do you make of the first quarter? It's been a bit topsy-turvy, a lot of sort of stacks on the mills, but what do you make of it?
Yeah, windy day out here. Obviously, tough day for footy, Kyron. I thought Newdegate probably handled the ball a little bit better when they did have it. Obviously, now the Lake Grace are probably under the pump with a couple of early injuries to their better players, but I think they just need to stick with it and put their best foot forward to stay in the contest. A couple of goals this quarter.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see Alex Duckworth go down. We know how much of an influence he has on that team, so we were just saying, unfortunately, he's got a pretty poor record in grand finals for Lake Grace the last couple of years. So, and then to see Connor Holmes go to the bench too has probably been not the ideal start for them. So, and on your own season, you've had a good year. Probably a long time coming. You're probably pretty popular winner, I think. So, what do you make of your footy this year?
Look, just went out there and put my best foot forward for the footy team, and obviously Jerry's in a bit of a different situation this year, as you know. So just try to lead from the front and get the boys up and about, and hopefully we roll on to a few younger bodies for improvement next year.
No, that's right. And I'll get you a quick tip. Who do you think will get over the line today?
I think maybe still just Newdegate, just.
Yep, very good. Back to you, Gary.
I'm surprised you picked Jaden there, Kyron, because he used to bash up when you were always kids. Anyway,
I'll just go through the netball quickly, Gary. What was the second quarter just started? The B-grade netball earlier in the day. Ongerup defeated Ongerup 46-40. The best was Mara Hathaway on court from Jerry, so well done. And the A-grade netball just finished. Ongerup 58 defeated Ongerup 41. And the best in the grand final was Harriet Addis. So well done.
Congratulations again. So
I haven't had any other scores from the hockey, Gary, but we'll announce them as we get them.
Right, Tristan Ballard has the ball forward. Newdegate across half-back, kicks it out to the right back pocket and over to Kyron Brooks.
So they'll go long now down the line, Newdegate. It's that player in Dunkeld. It's
Rintle.
Rintle's taking the footy on the wing. He's got that hamstring heavily strapped. He goes up the line in that search for Wollaston's taking the mark. He's quick to play on. Looks for us, is steaming out of full forward. Bang! Finds him. 40 metres out directly in front. You can't be stopping them. I mean, I'd go as far as saying Sam Batola is one of the best backmen, but he couldn't stop that. Russell quickly wheels onto his left foot, shot a goal. He probably should have gone back and kicked it because it's gone to the left side there and gone for a minor score.
Cough that one up.
Yeah, I liked his slide into fourth place to take the mark.
Yeah, no, good footy from Newdy.
Yeah, great play.
Good footy, hard to stop. Prater's obviously the designated kick-in man today for Lake Grace, so he'll bring it back in and try to get Lake Grace. They got a bit of wind advantage. Beautiful long kick right up the middle, but guess who? Dean Rintoul, unusual spill to mark. He's got 3 to beat. Big tackle, and Ian Norris says, "Give it to me, boys. I will have it."
2 Ganser medalist in that one.
Yeah, so there'll be a ball up here at the centre forward position for Newdegate. Ian Norris will chuck it up in the air. Ruckman will go at it. So wrestles on there. It's tapped down to that player there in Cookie. Handballs out wide onto the hands of Bairstow. Goes long. Carruthers front position. Takes a mark. Quick the play on now. Finds that player out wide there. He's looking for McGlenn. And up goes Dunkeld.
Good body use.
Tried to hit the ground. Trevenant comes flying through. He's tackled quickly. Slung to the ground. Into that play there. And McGlenn forward now. He looks for Cook. Bang! A big spoil there from that play there. And Thompson gets the footy onto his hands.
Good
finds
footy.
Conti.
Great play.
Conti now has got the footy on the half-back flank for Newdegate. Goes backwards towards the face of goal. Finds Dunkeld again. Switching the ball across the ground now out to the far side. Looking for Walter. Walter there for Newdegate. Looking down. Not much to kick to. Up the ground comes Westlake. He's going to try and kick it in front of him now. Probably is lacking that yard of pace. Managed to push his play off the ball. The ball's gone out of bound once again, and we'll have a throw-in at the far side here at Newdegate.
So nothing's changed since quarter time. 2.5 and almost 3 minutes now into the second quarter. 3-2 to 1-1 on the Ongerup Hotel scoreboard.
Now the clock's stopped working on the scoreboard, Gary. I'm going to have to go by yours.
Yeah, ours.
Yep. Throw in from on the far side. The wing. There's been a whistle on play. Umpire John Mills picked out a free kick, and it's going to go to Lake Grace in a ruck infringement to Ruben Smith. So here's Lake Grace's chance to get a score on the board early in the second quarter. Pops it back into the middle, looking for Jonty Robinson. Yeah, looking forward to watching him play today. State representative. Beautiful long kick in there, looking for Clobey under the pump. He's got 2 to beat, and it's gone over the back just in front of that sand pit.
What Newdegate have made Karopi do so far is make him lead wide.
Yes, pushing him out towards the boundary. But they need him to fire up. He's had a pretty good first quarter, I thought, Karopi. Yes. So in the ball will come right where the 50 meets the boundary, right in that deep pocket we've talked about where the wind's pushing the ball into. In it comes. There's the evergreen Luke Bairstow, been tackled by 3, spears it out. Mitchell O'Neill's going to be the recipient. He's going to have a rush shot on goal. He's under the pump, tackled by 3. It's not going to make distance. Good mark by Blake Dunkeld in the back pocket.
Yeah. He's no fear, Blake. He's a very good player.
He's keen to get rid of it too.
I would have loved to see him in his heyday.
Well, they played a bit of waffle footy, and he was an absolute ball. Unfortunately, a few injuries, and I think he did have his fair session of beer drinking over the years too. So
he had a pretty decent long holiday as well, didn't he, in Europe or something?
He did. No, he's a great fella. So Newdegate will get out of the back line in.
It might have cost him Wallison too. He brought himself off then. He was holding his
He looked
ribs.
a bit sore.
He is.
He had a pretty tough tackle here on the wing, Gary. So
yeah, I know, but I'm feeling he might have been injured before he started the way he curled up straight away.
I've had some good intel that actually a few of the Newdegate boys are actually carrying a few injuries. Yeah. but I know that they've got someone. Rebecca Dunker has done a really good
job.
No
one's carrying more injuries than Luke Burstow.
No, that's right, mate.
He pulled himself out of the last
That's what happens
final.
when you play 6,500 games of football in a 15-year period.
Pretty tough games of footy.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll up in the middle again. Smith goes at it for Lake Grace. Can't quite win it down. It's gone out there to Offer. Offer handballs out wide to Hams. Nelson Kent's run onto the footy now. He's picked it up. Tries to dodge around 3 or 4. He manages to get a handball away quickly. Hams has rushed through there, but he's tackled hard. Put to the ground now, and he's been called a dump tackle.
That was a smoked ham.
That was Mitchell O'Neill's put him on the ground.
That hurt too.
But he's managed to get the free kick. So Newdegate will go forward in Hams. He kicks it up long, looking for Newdegate, but there's no one under the footy. It's been taken there from that player in Watson, who's been quite respected for Lake Grace. So they'll push forward. He's looking for.
He's picked his pocket.
Who's he picked
Mitchell
there?
O'Neill.
Mitchell O'Neill.
Big long handball back to Bairstow. He's overrun it. Oh, tough. Hard bump. And there's a bit of skirmish here. The Newdegate boys didn't like that treatment from Luke Bairstow, the evergreen Luke Bairstow, on Tristan Ballard, but they've got the ball back. Up they go to the wing.
Yeah, he knew he'd given it away.
He did. He didn't even have his eyes on the ball.
No, he didn't.
No, so Newdegate got it through Dunkel up there looking for Raffle. Why wouldn't you? Big spoil from Sam Matola. Over it goes to Bucky's boundary line's your friend here. In comes Smith and they rush it over the boundary line right in front of the new scoreboard here. We're very impressed with the AFGrid. There's a few sponsors over there I can see on the Newdegate scoreboard. It looks very, very official.
Yeah. It's a pretty critical time of the game here, I think, for Lake Grace. They're going to have to try and wheel back a couple of goals here.
Yes.
They can't let Newdegate get a couple. So it's picked up there by Lloyd. He'll go forward in pursuit there for Russell. Can't quite pick up the footy. Hit the ground. He's managed to get his hand on it again. Slapped it on the boot. Finds the player there in Thompson. Thompson again. Kicks it up in the air. Mitchell Smith goes through. He's hit hard there by Offer. And he's hit the ground. Gone again. The umpire's found a free kick and it's going the way of Newdegate. So it's been pulled for a high tackle. There's a few pushes on there.
This is a bit more what we expected of
Bryce Agus is sort of fronting up there to Tyson Prater. Tyson doesn't want a bar of it.
No, he's running away.
No, he's smarter than that.
Mitchell's probably saying, "Where's my kick?"
So it's in the hands of Nelson Kent. He'll kick from about 45.
Tough kick from there. Probably kicking straight into the wind from where he is. Nice deliberate approach. Pretty good off the boot. The wind's held it up. It's pushed it out into the pocket. No clean mark. Down it comes Matola. Good handball over the top. And it's going to go out of bounds. I think 4 or 5 metres around from the right-hand point post as we look at it up the Neil Foreman goal into the northern side of the Newdegate here.
I call it the hockey field.
Oh, yeah, well, you're right, Gary.
Recognise that, yeah.
Haven't heard a hockey score yet.
So throw in there down the forward pocket for Newdegate. It's hit the ground, everyone jumps on top. We're going to see another ball up, which has been the story of the day. Stop-start here. It hasn't really been free-flowing.
8.5 minutes into the second quarter here at Newdegate in the grand final. 4 goals to Newdegate. Lake Grace, Pingrup, 1 goal 1.
Blood rule, Gary. We've got a blood rule here. Someone's coming off.
Will Cook coming off.
And Lachlan Maples, so.
Well, I think he's just tagging him, isn't he?
I don't know. Someone's coming
off. Which one's injured or which one's got the blood? It might be Lachlan. Yeah, Lachlan.
Someone's coming off with the blood rule, so.
Maples got a blood mouth.
Yeah.
And he's getting a few words of advice from Will Cook.
There's a bit of love coming off here.
I don't think I've played against a player who's got as much white fever as Will Cook.
They don't want to touch to start swinging now. They've got cameras on them. They've got umpires and advisors around. They've got the president there.
If they just get off the ground, we'd be back into play.
Just telling each other how much they love each other, I reckon. So John Mill start play again, and Jared Offers come back on to replace Lachlan Maples. So up they go again. Chance for Newdegate. Tries to get it out of the ruck knock there. Ruben Smith down it comes. A lot of players around the footy. Big strong tackle from Lake Grace, and there'll be another ball up. It's right in front of the new scoreboard here at Newdegate.
So Ruckman will go at it again. Smith knocks it down there. He's found that player in Gerard. He'll go forward there for Lake Grace. He's looking for Prater. Finds a good spot.
Play.
Quick to play on now. He'll push Fong long forward into Lake Grace forward line.
Right kick.
That was Thornton. Thornton goes in, but he's managed to cough it up.
Cooked it.
And he finds Dunkeld again.
Yes, ball does such good play.
He's going to go straight back to where the ball come from down the line. He's managed to handball it. He's found himself in a bit of a pickle now. He's gone forward there, but the Newdegate has pushed push the ball forward again. Ballard goes up, can't take the footy. It's hand down into Lake Grace hands, going forward there. Big players, a big tackle there from
Nelson Kent.
That was Nelson Kent on Ben Watson, and we're going to have another ball up here in the far wing at Newdegate.
Getting a bit of feeling in the game now. Everyone's starting to warm up. It's about time. Up they go. Ruben Smith probably wins that ruck knock down. Down to Mitchell O'Neill again. Big long kick up looking for Tyson Prater, but Dean Rintel's in the road. Comes to ground. Stacks on the mill. And Ian Norris says, give it to me, boys. I'll have it. And it's 30 metres out from Lake Grace's goal down the southern end of the airstrip end of the Newdegate Oval. So Lake Grace in the hot seat here to try and resurrect the scoreboard a bit here.
Yes.
So it's picked up there by Bass. He's hit it with the back of his foot somehow. Thornton's can't quite get the footy. She's hit the ground again, and we're going to have once again.
I don't think I've ever seen that, Cole. He tripped and the ball got kicked back.
That's how it looks like. He's material. So.
Just landed on the back of his boot. Yeah. Up they go. Good throw up from Ian Norris. Down they come. A lot of players around the footy. In comes Darcy Thompson. Good pick up. Scrambled it on his boot into no one avail. There's been a whistle on play. There's a free kick. He got disposed of it after he got rid of it. So Trista Ballard will be the free kick here.
Well, they were away.
They should have been advantage there.
That's the second or third time they've done it today.
Yep.
Not play the advantage.
I think they should have just kept going.
Yeah. So Ballard will get the free kick.
So
as a brand new hitter goes in the background past the footy oval here. So
a few dollars worth back there.
Yeah, lots of 1.2 million on the back of that truck. Yeah. Out to Riley Bridger. He's playing the cat and mouse game. Handballs back to Conti. Right over there on the far wing from the broadcast side. Down it comes. Lake Grace manages to get the ball back out of Newdegate. In they come again. Is that Mitchell O'Neill? I think it's number
Gerard
14.
Gerard.
Yep, they're playing a good game.
Ball goes out of bounds again on the far wing here at Newdegate. We're going to have another boundary throwing. Conti's got his hands in the air. I think he's appealing a deliberate.
26 to Newdegate, 7 to Lake Grace Pingrup at the 13-minute mark of the second quarter.
Jack Walter taps it down in the hands there of Lloyd. Lloyd quickly bashes it forward. Front position there was Lake Grace. They've managed to get up quickly, and good shepherd there from Mitch Smith. He looks ball goes inboard to O'Neill, but it's Lloyd who's got the running race, and he takes the mark in the centre of the ground. Quickly handballs it off to Rintel. Rintel drive Newdegate forward out in front of Westlake. Giles goes back. Look at him go there. It's Westlake goes through for the bump.
Like a big bag of mellow, Westy. Hard on Mitch Smith there. Won't get off him either.
No, Mitch Smith, a tough little footy player, another well-respected young man in the OFA, and I love the way he goes about his footy.
I think the whole Smith family are like that,
yeah, absolutely.
Sister included, Gary.
Yep.
Up they go again, Ruben Smith. Big contest with the Jack Walter again. Down they come. Hams is in there. Gerard's in there, having not a bad game. Smith tries to kick it, and he's missed the ball off his boot.
Unlucky.
Appealing to the umpire,
I tell you what, he's the most frustrated footballer out there at the moment.
Trying to ask the umpire what happened then. Bryce Agus is going to...
The only one that wanted the footy went to pick it up and kick it forward. So Newdegate go forward now. Brooks is the man in the front position, but Sam Patola's the only one that wants it, and he'll take the mark for Lake Grace. 40 out in the defensive 50.
He's not much of him, is he? But can he play football?
Yeah. Quick to play on. Goes out wide to Gerard. Gerard's been
starring.
He's played very well. Goes inboard there to Bairstow. Bairstow points up the ground. Finds a player there from that's Watson again. He's had a very good game. He drives the ball forward, but it's all Newdegate back there. It's gone in the hands of Riley Bridger. Quickly plays on down the line now, looking for that player there at number 6 for
Darcy Smith.
Darcy Thompson. Sorry, it's gone out wide. Looks like it's going to go out over there in the far wide.
Wallace has got a bit of it, back it into Maples. He can play
from behind. And we're going to have a ball up once again over by the scoreboard here at Newdegate. It's Lake Grace 1 goal 1-7. Newdegate 4 goals 2-26.
Yeah, I think the wind's probably playing a bit of a part in the game now, Gary. It's just pushing the ball over to that eastern side of the ground. A lot of the players over there now. Ruben Smith goes up looking for the boundary. Boundary lines your friend, and it's going to go over again. There'll be another throw in.
Yeah, at least there's holes to lead in and kick into now when you have a look at the corridor.
Yep, the game's open up a bit now.
Yeah.
What have been going nearly the 15 minutes in the second quarter at Newdegate. The 2023 OFA Grand Final. Good game of footy. Witnessed some good games so far today. Out it comes to Sam Batola. Pops up there looking for no one in particular. Up goes Carruthers. He's clean missed it. Comes down to Riley Bridges. Getting a bit of the footy now. Up the wing. Managed to be picked off by the evergreen Luke Bairstow. Little handball out to Will Cook. He pops it back up in the air looking for Tyson Prater, but it's going to go out of bounds just around from our friend the sandpit on the eastern side of the footy oval here at Newdy.
And I can't see Connor Holmes around the boundary there, but which is unfortunate. We would love to see him back out there. I can't even see him walking around. Unfortunately, Alex Duckworth is done. He's iced up on the bench, but yeah, it'd be nice to see Connor back out there.
Yeah, they need him.
Yeah, they do.
Wollaston's out there now.
Yeah, I see Wollaston come back on, Gary. Yeah, which is a good sign for Newdegate. So Aaron Russell's just wandered back onto the ground too for Newdegate.
Oh, they take him up a while, did they?
Yeah, I think he had a little spell. So in it comes again. A long way out there. A lot of players around the ball. Trying to get the ball forward is Lake Grace Pingrup, but it's going to be another throw-in. Really like their new jumpers, Lake Grace Pingrup.
Yeah, they look outstanding at the back, especially, don't they?
Fantastic.
They've brought a bit more Pingrup into it, which is takes us back a few years.
Yeah,
100 years of Pingrup, so that's great initiative by the club.
Yeah, so the ball's gone now. It's in Lake Grace's forward line, and there's been a free kick, and it's going the way of Mitch O'Neill. And I reckon he's got the distance here. He's got a nice big kick on him when he really wants to unload. So very fluent kick. So Mitch will have a shot, and I reckon they need to settle it here, Lake Grace.
Mitch O'Neill's the only player in the Ongerup Football Association history that's won 3 Rookie of the Year awards in a row.
Very good player. He kicks from about 52. Nice looking kick, but I don't think he's quite got the distance. Pack merges at the top of the square, and it's been thumped through off hands for a minor score.
The game is just starting to open up, I reckon. There'll be another couple of quick goals we go. What have we got? 17 minutes, so
no question that Lake Grace Pingrup have got to get another couple if they can before half time.
Yep, if they don't, there's starting to be a bit of a gap here. 3 goals is a fair bit in footy in this game, I reckon.
Where's this buck going to come if they don't get them?
Yeah. Well, they need Connor Holmes back. That's the little spark they're missing, I reckon.
And always just taking a nice cheeky mark out of the coming out of the back line for Newdegate. They'll drive up the wing and look for that play there in Thompson, but it's been cut off there by Reuben Smith, and the ball will go out of bounds once again.
And he's battling one hand and single-handedly, Reuben, isn't he?
Yeah, he's battling away in the ruck by himself.
He's done it for a long time.
He seems to keep going, so up he'll go again. Another throw in on that dead side here at Newdegate, the eastern side. Stacks on the middle, and Ian Norris says, I'll have it, boys, and there'll be another ball up. So, like you said before, Kyruna, there's a lot of ball ups.
I bet you the people on that side of the oval over there.
They're getting their money's worth, Gary, aren't they? There's going to be another ball up here. Come over the back of the ruck knock, and there's another ball up.
At least there's no rain with the strong wind anyway.
No, not yet.
A good thing. Yeah.
The Newdegate boys won't be complaining if it rains.
Yeah.
Up they go again, looking for Smith's on the ground. There's going to be another ball up. There's a lot of people around the footy. It's a bit like the junior footy.
18 minutes into the second quarter, 26 to Newdegate. Lake Grace Pingrup 8 on the Ongerup Hotel scoreboard.
And Smith knocks it down. It's cut off there by Hams, and the umpire's found a free kick.
Yeah, we had to try and do something
which
to get
is
rid
nice.
of the ball.
It's going the way of Luke Bairstow. What's it for? We'll never know. He'll push Lake Grace forward.
We'll open the game up.
Short, quick kick there and look for Prater, and he's been pushed forward. And I think this is a good move from Holmes. He gives him a lot more up forward. So he'll kick left foot. Short kick, looking for Cook. Can't quite mark. It's been cut off there by Walter for Newdegate. Ball hits the ground, tapped out there towards Rintle. He's tackled quickly, and we're going to have another ball up here. 40 out from Lake Grace's goal, and they really need to get one on the board here. They've got a slight advantage.
Gone to full forward.
Yes, I did see that, Gary.
So there's been a few moves there from Coach Calvin Holmes, which is exactly what Lake Grace needed. So the ball's chucked up. It's hit the ground again. It's nearly got out. It's been pulled back in. The umpire says, give it to me, and we're going to have another ball up 40 metres out from Lake Grace goal.
Well, they've had their opportunities, Lake Grace. It's been down there enough, but we haven't seen much of Calliope this quarter.
No.
So up it goes again. Another strong tackle on Hams from the Lake Grace defence, and there's going to be another ball up. So Raul Murdoch will ball up in nearly the true centre forward position for the Lake Grace boys. And they need a goal here, just a bit of a settler, just to keep them in touch for half time. What have we got? Nearly 20 minutes, so be a short quarter, not a lot of scoring. Out it comes Newdegate. Push it out as a little worm burner. Out to Hams. Onto, is that Darcy Thompson? Big long left foot up to the wing. Right in front of Pavilion here. Good contest. 4-on-4. Wallison dives in the ball. He's been tackled pretty hard by 3 Lake Race defenders, and there's going to be another ball up.
I have a feeling Clopey might not be out there at the moment. I can't see him.
See him, Gary. I can see Bailey McGlynn, but I can't see young Johnny Clopey. So up they go again. No clear winner. In goes Mitch Smith. Stacks on the mill again, and there's going to be another ball up. This will be the 47th ball up for the quarter.
Jeez, you do stats as well.
It is for a day where there's not much moisture. There's been a lot of ball ups here.
It's a good tough game. Good grand final.
Smith knocks it down. It's sort of toe poked along there by Cook, running onto his offer, and it's come off foot and gone out of bounds. And we're going to have another boundary throw in right in front of the advice centre down there.
Which I'm
sure there'll be a few that are just starting to crack into their third or fourth down there now. So the ball's chucked in. One down there by Smith, but it's picked up there by Lloyd. He's
Mitch Thornton, is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Great overhead mark in front of Riley Bridger. Mitch Thornton on the left. This is his side, left footer.
Close to his first touch, isn't it?
Yeah, he was started on the bench, I see. Yeah. So it's his deliberate approach here, left footer. So he's on the right side for him. And he comes, he has to kick from 45. Looks to right off the boot. He's allowed for the breeze, and they're clapping him. It's a goal.
Well, it proved me wrong.
Beautiful
way to go out there and kick the goal.
Beautiful kick. They needed it.
And Blair Watson just pushing that ball, and again he got the forward entry again there for Lake Race Pingrup, and he's had a very, very good game. I think without the influence of him, they'd be in a different spot now.
So they need him to keep playing well.
That's good for the game, that score.
Yeah, they needed that goal, Gary.
Nice little settler there for Lake Race.
Right on the tick of half time.
Yeah. So 2 goals, 2, 14. Newdegate, 4 goals, 2, 26. So we go back to the middle of the ground.
Still haven't no sign of Connor Holmes. Maybe after half time they might strap him up and get him back out there because they need him. Lake Grace is still in this game. Only a couple of goals, low scoring affair. Up the goes then John Mule. Up they go with
good umpire. He wasn't even focused at the ball.
Yep. Out from Ruben Smith. He's a ruckman. He shouldn't kick it. Down they go again. In comes Newdegate. Good defence from Thompson. Through comes Mitchell O'Neill. Good pick up from Nelson Kent. Little handball went up in the air, went to no one, but Mitch O'Neill's managed to poach him, and he's been well tackled by Kent again, and there'll be another ball up right in front of the pavilion here at Newdegate. We are going 23 minutes, and there's Newdegate, the home side, leading by 2 goals.
Smith wins it down now. He's been tackled. There's a heavy tackle there from Maples, and it's gone the way. He's given away a free kick for a dump tackle, and it's going to that play there in Jard for Lake Grace. He quickly plays on, looks to the centre forward position. He finds Cook.
He's been good, Gerard.
That's
flocked his game.
That's Will Cook. He's got the footy.
Yeah, and he's
looking to drive it forward now. Goes long. He's looking for that play. Wow, it's been very good work there from I think that was Bellard. No, he's number 13 in
Courtney Waddell
down there.
That was ordinary football by Ballard because Waddell was in front of him.
Well, they sport each other, Gary.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Down. That's
is that Bailey McGlynn down, is it?
It is, yeah. I think he just copped a knee in the ribs there.
Well, he's got something, he's sucking him in.
Courtney Waddell was up early and managed to get front position, and no chance. So the ruckman will sort it out again now. It's landing in the hands of Mitch O'Neill. He slaps it on the left boot, but it's gone across the face of goal. Towards the...
is it on the full?
It is on the full, out towards the airport side.
Lake Grace Pingrup are attacking still, so that's good. They're kicking towards the Lake Grace Newdegate road end of the ground, and if they got enough time and bring up another goal, will be really handy now.
Well, they've had it down their end a lot, Gary. They've had their opportunity.
They're in the 50-metre arc at the moment.
And there's a good strong tackle, and he's been called for holding the ball, I think. Lake Grace get it back, and here's their chance, Gary. Yep. Like you said, through Carruthers. Beautiful little worm burner kick. Look at the best nice pass. Found him. Carruthers. Found him.
And the lead was immaculate, hitting right on the chest.
This we just talked about Lake Grace needing another goal before half-time. Here we are, 25 minutes gone. It can't be far off siren time. And the evergreen Luke Bairstow, as the siren goes.
He's not noted for still shots at goals, but he certainly is on the run.
They need this one.
They do.
Just to steady the ship, and this will be really good for Lake Grace if they can kick this one. The vice captain in he comes, deliberate approach, not bad off the boot. They like it. That's a goal. So well done.
What a handy time to get a goal.
Yeah, very handy, Gary. You're not wrong.
Beautiful kick there from Carruthers.
Oh, magnificent kick from Carruthers.
And they need him to step up. He's one of those players that they really can get some that forward entry, and he can hit targets in coming out of that midfield zone. So they really need him to step up.
Well, that'll give Lake Grace a bit of confidence going into that.
Absolutely.
Yes. So at half time of the grand final here at Newdegate in the Ongerup Football Association, the home side Newdegate leading 4-2-26 to Lake Grace Pingrup 3-2-20. At quarter time it was 1-1. It was a 20-point lead to Newdegate, and so it's whittled down to 6 points. So that proves that it wasn't as one-sided of a quarter as we thought it was going to be.
No, there we go.
Which is great to see. The goal scorers for Newdegate: Aaron Russell 3, Darcy Thompson 1, and the single goal scorers for Lake Grace Pingrup: Jackson Calopi, Luke Bairstow, and Mitchell Thornton. Well, over to you, Kyron. We'll start with you to run down the Newdegate side.
Yes, so Newdegate, they got a couple of goals early. They played well. They probably didn't get the forward entry they were after, but they're better players for that quarter. They all playing well. It's been an in and out game, and people sort of stepped up and then gone missing again. But I think Tristan Ballard sort of played well there again. Darcy Thompson and Nelson Kent probably stepped up a little bit. He managed to get a bit more ball through the middle of the ground. Lockie Maples, Jacob Conti also played well. And then we also had Blake Dunkel's been quite serviceable down that back pocket. He's managed to clear the ball out a few times. But look, it's been a really good team effort from Newdegate, I think, the whole way through. They've taken their opportunities when they can. I think Aaron Russell probably missed a couple of easy goals there. He should have gone back and kicked. But I know Aaron gets excited when they're big moments, so sometimes he can get a bit off course. But good quarter again by Newdegate, probably going against a slight win. But it's been a really good team effort. But those players have probably been the ones that have stood out a little bit more.
Yep. Paul, good decision. I just thought same story. Lake Grace probably kicked a couple of late goals there to keep them in the game, Gary, so they're down by a goal. But that end seems to be, we're discovering that the scoring end. If you could call one end being favourites, I reckon the win's probably helping him a little bit down that way. But I thought Lake Grace, got a couple of injuries and are starting to show a bit as we go into half time. And that showed by Luke's goal right after the siren. Beautiful kick and a real steadier for the Lake Grace boys. So I thought they're better players for that second quarter. Blair Watson, he's had a great game. I thought he's probably nearly BOG.
Absolutely.
Sam Batola does a pretty good job down the back line. I thought Mitch Smith's pretty good. Ruben Smith's very good in the ruck. He's going to ruck all day, but I think he wins majority of the rucks and gives them nearly first go at it the whole day. And I thought Lewis Gerard, haven't seen much of him before.
Superb today.
I'm very impressed with his foot skills and his quick and his thinking with the football. So great game set up at half time by a goal in it, and looking forward to the second half.
So we'll be back after a short break to bring you the second half of the grand final from Newdegate.
this game? Would have you picked Lake Grace at the start of the game?
Lake Grace won the second game.
And they're on top.
Yeah.
And you would have thought they'd win this game?
No, I can do that.
I reckon until that last 10 minutes, I reckon they should be up by 3 goals and you got in.
Yeah.
They reckon they had all the players, they just didn't make enough of it.
Well, I don't blame those people, mate. I don't care who wins.
Who did you pick to win this?
Well, all of us.
Newdegate won the goal.
Yeah.
They should be up one more here.
Yeah.
They've got all 4 of them.
Well, that's good. We scored the favourite feature last week in the prelim.
They've got to, they've got to be in front by 3 goals. 3 goals more. I think you've got 2 goals. If they don't turn in front by 3 goals, it's going to be fine. If they don't turn in front. Yeah, well, that's a goal, 3 goals more. Well, no, but just talking to the boys there. That's the year we need to get on that. Well, just for the game too.
But at least they've got only help. Welcome back to Newdegate Oval for the grand final of the Ongerup Football Association for 2023. And 1 goal separates the teams. The home side Newdegate leading 4 goals to 26 to Lake Grace Pingrup 3 goals to 20. Sitting next to me, one of our callers is Paul Barrett, and you've had a quick break, Paul. And what's gone through your thoughts in that quick break?
I just thought maybe Connor Holmes might have run back out with the Lake Grace boys, Gary, but I haven't seen him, so we just need a bit of an injury update. But I think Lake Grace need him. But it was good finish by Lake Grace the last 5 minutes of that second quarter. Luke Best, they kicked a beautiful goal after the siren to keep him, within a goal and right in this game. So it's anyone's match at half-time here at Newdegate. So Newdy up by a goal, but they're going to have to turn in front at 3/4 time, I reckon, to contain the young legs of the Lake Grace boys in the last quarter.
Well, I don't believe Connor will come back now.
No, I just got an injury update, Gary. Connor's actually hurt his knee, and so has Alex Duckworth. So I don't think we're going to see any of those two boys out there today.
Well, but I mean, you're only as strong as what you've got left, and it's what's the saying about the fight in the dog?
Yep,
it's not
the size of the fight. Yep.
Yeah,
but so there is one man from Lake Grace who's probably going to have to step up a little bit, and that's their internal leader in Luke Best. We know what he can give them out of the middle of the ground. So if he can get a few clearances and work along Mitch O'Neill there,
and a bit more out of Calliope, I think.
But we're hoping almost the impossible, Corin, there, because he is a very sore person. He, if it wasn't a grand final, he wouldn't be out there at the moment.
Yeah, well, Calliope's coming off to start the second half, so I don't know what's going on there either.
Well, anyway, it's anyone's ball game. 6 points, that's not a bad, score margin at half-time in League Grand Final.
Yeah, low scoring, Gary.
We're back to where we started, really, aren't we?
Yeah,
they know where to go, where the empty space is, what the wind's doing now, and there's no excuses.
Yeah, reset.
So we got Rowan Murdoch, who is a local Boxwood Hill. Does he run a farm, do you know?
Yes. He's got a farm,
up there. And it's great to see him umpiring. He took a long time to decide on it, and he's doing a great job.
Actually, we're lucky here in the OFA. We've got a real good set of umpires.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, I think they're pretty well respected. I think we all get frustrated, the umpires, but these guys do a very good job. Along with,
I'm proud of them. I really am.
Along with Brad Smallwood, who's they umpire and they're consistent, and that's all we ask.
We've had some great umpiring today. It's been really good.
It's been really good, and that wind's actually died a little bit out there at the moment. It's still favouring the far end here, the western end here at Newdegate. So we're in the middle of the ground now. Smith will go again. Start the third term. He's plucked it down to himself. Knocked it forward there for Lake Grace. Onto it there is Mitchell Smith. He's held, and that's got to be a free kick. But no, he hasn't picked it up.
Let him play.
Well, he must be the unluckiest player on the ground, Mitchell Smith, today.
Clearly being held.
Bit of handwork, but Gary, look, a bit of Grammy work going on. But Smith goes in again. Conti runs into Hams. In they go again. Lake Grace is going to try and spear it out here through. Was that down to Jack Carruthers? He spears around on the right foot, looking in the pocket for Thornton. He'll wheel around on his left foot. Shows the Newdegate defender the ball, pops it up into the hot spot, and Mitchell O'Neill's underneath the footy and takes the. Oh no! Play on, says Ian Norrish.
Unlucky.
Thought he had enough of it, but.
I agree. I thought he had enough of it, but
so did I. And it was a great play by Bridger too. To go for the spoil.
So there's a ball up right in front of the Lake Grace boys' goal, and Newdegate stucks on the middle, and there's going to be another ball up.
Wouldn't it be interesting if Lake Grace Pingrup can score now at the hockey field end?
I thought Mitch O'Neill was very unlucky.
So with a chuck up now, right in front of Lake Grace goal. It's gone down there to Dunkeld. Handballs out wide there, finds Rinto. Big booming kick. Running onto his Jared Offer now. He's looking in front. He's got the front spot. Good shepherd there from Ian Lloyd. Kicks it up along the line. Looking for the player in there, and Walston goes forward. Trevenan's now in pursuit.
Great play, Damien.
He's got out wide there. He's handballed it off. Finds the player in Prater. Back to Trevenant. A couple of veterans going at it there. Looking up the ground now. Gerard's gone a bit of Lloyd.
Good mark.
Lloyd used his body there. Very experienced player. So he's got the ball there on the wing position in front of the pavilion here at Newdegate. Goes long up the line.
For the spoil.
You don't know what he's done there. He's gone for that player there in Wollaston. The ball's gone out of bounds.
Damien Trevenan's put in a huge effort on Wollaston.
Solid player.
Just picked his pocket nearly.
Doesn't fall over. He's a good player.
Good throw in. Up they go again. Walter and Ruben Smith. Down it comes to Hams. He spears on the boot, but I think it's gone out of the full right in front of the bar here at Newdegate, which the bar's just located down towards the big tanks just on the south of the pavilion here.
Slowly growing in there too. Slowly growing.
Bit of patronage. So they'll come in. Trevenant will take the kick. Tyson thought he had it, so it'll handball back to Prater. Got nowhere to go. Wants to come left, right, up. Makes his mind up in front of the pavilion, and Ian Lloyd's going to cut it off again. No, he spills the mark. Gerard was in there, and I think it was
kicking in danger.
Kicking in danger. Ryan Murdoch's holding the man.
Holding the man.
Kicked out a free kick to Lloyd.
Ian Lloyd.
Yep.
So Ian Lloyd's got it now for Newdegate, right in front of the pavilion. He's played a lot of footy. Very good footy player here for the OFA.
He's a life member of the association and the Newdegate Football Club.
So he goes long down the line. He's looking for the player. I think that's big. Kent Flyers kicked out there, picked up by Batola for Lake Grace. He kicks it wide out towards the boundary. On pursuit there is Hams. He's tackled from behind. Who is that? Watson, I think. He's managed to pick it up, kicks it long again, finds a player in there, so goes round the wing. Lake Grace will go forward now. Jackson Clopey, front position, managed to push off the footy there. Newdegate Bridges jumps on it now. He's got to get rid of it. No, he's disguised that quite nicely. He's disguised that quite nicely, Riley Bridger.
Good footy for Riley Bridger.
He pulled it in and was going to get pinged.
No, he had a very good carnival, Riley Bridger, like his footy.
Good tap there from Bellagh, finds Conti. Conti goes down the wing now there for Newdegate. Big long kick. Lloyd read it well.
Couple of masters of the game there, those boys.
Gerard, quick to play on. He'll go in. He'll take Lake Grace into the forward line there. Lost ball there from behind Jack Carruthers. He should have had front position, but player there from Newdegate picks it up and goes out. That was Maples. Maples handballs it off. Finds Woodell. Courtney Waddle going forward now. But Trevenant, front position. Very good.
The intensity's definitely lifted.
Yes, Gary, third quarter now. It's like Grace versus Newdy in the classic Derby grand final here. Prater got a high one from Lloyd, the true centre-half back position for Lake Grace. Spears a little one into Will Cook. He needs to probably get into the game in one of the young leagues for the Lake Grace boys. Rough old kick, but Courtney Waddell's cut it off.
Well read, Courtney, very well.
In the half-back flank region.
Made it look easy, didn't he?
Yeah, he's quite a tall man when you get out next to him.
Yeah.
He's a very
Big,
smart
long,
footballer.
Raking left foot kick down there looking for Westlake. 2-on-1. Over the back it goes. Can't quite see. Bottled up, and I think Westy's got it bottled up with some Lake Grace defenders. It's going to be a ball up.
No, Courtney Waddell started very nicely here for Newdegate across that back line. He's played a lot of footy over the years, especially in Perth. So he's a very good player.
And he always picked up the most dangerous player in the opposition when he played early days, didn't he?
So we're down the forward line here for Newdegate. It's kick forward for that player. Russell looking for Russell in the square, but it's Sampatola who's on pursuit. Trevennan will come in support. Russell tries to push him off the ground. His hand in the hands of Wallace, and there's a slap on the boot.
He's going to kick that.
It's Mitchell O'Neill was taking the footy at the top of the square. No one on him. Quick to play on. Looks for the play there in Gerard. He's played very well. Quickly takes a bounce, backs his pace, looks inboard, chipped it down, but it's been cut off there by
coughed it up
by that player in Agus. He's coughed it up once again. Trevennan quick to play on, finds looks for Bairstow, picked up there by Conti down the line looking for Hams. And Hans will take the footy in front of the pavilion here at Newdegate.
Look, Bairstow looks a bit sore.
Yeah, he's very sore, mate.
Yeah, he looks a bit sore. Hams, beautiful kick down the line to Lloyd. Lloyd wheels around. He's 70 out from goal. Spearing kick in there looking for, is it Nelson?
Good man.
No, it's Jack Walter.
Yeah.
He's 50 out, taking his best kick from there. He fancies himself. John Meal, the umpire's going to line him up. He
I can't tell you what
had
sort of
quite a good game, Gary. I like Walter's game.
He probably struggles from about this distance, I'd say, Jake.
Here he comes. Not a bad kick off the boot.
Kicks it nicely.
It's a bit narrow.
Homo likes it. He's caught it out of bounds on the full.
Homo. Was that on the full?
I don't know.
But I'm just getting back to that young Gerard. I've liked his game.
Very good.
He's been great. I tell you what, Damien Trevennan's played a great two and a bit quarters.
Yeah, I like that number Gerard's game. He's had a great game.
I haven't seen him before.
No,
I'm not sure.
New player for Lake Grace. Haven't seen him before since we've tackled him. So up it comes out of the back pocket, over the back to Mitchell O'Neill. Got him in place, but he's trying to outburn the evergreen Michael Hams, and he's pinched his pocket. Down it comes. Wollaston tries to kick it out of the air. I think it's gone out of bounds.
They're trying new tricks now.
Oh, it's right in front of the bar too.
I think Mitchell O'Neill thought he had Hamsy there, but we all know how quick he is. So
Michael Hams mowed him down to be twice his age.
He would. Very good player, Michael Hams. He's played a lot of good footy out at Newdegate.
In it comes Bearden up wide, Cugley into Smith and Walter again. Nelson Kent goes through can't get the ball, and it's going to be another ball up. And Norwich says, "Thank you, boys. I'll have it."
Certainly no shortage of the ball ups here today. So Norwich puts it up in the air now. Ruckman will fight it out. Smith wins it down, but it's picked up there by Kent. Kent will go forward for Newdegate. Goes out. He's looking for Russell, and Batola will be 1-on-1. Russell gets the front position. Batola wins it, but picks it up. Handballs it out. Looking for that player there in Robinson. Robinson in the back pocket. He's tackled hard. Ball went clear. And the umpire's caught him holding the ball.
Yes.
Robinson's been done holding the ball.
8 minutes gone.
Yes, and it's still just the same score at half-time, a 6-point margin to Newdegate, but we might now see a gap open with Darcy Thompson having a shot. On a very tight angle,
Tough angle, Gary, Newdegate need to turn in front of three-quarter time if they're going to stay with Lake Grace.
He's got to use the win with a good kick here.
Yep, deliberate approach comes in. Not bad off the boot, but I think he's cooked it a bit too, and that's
not in that depth.
It's on the full again, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it is on the full. So Newdegate have had their chances here early in this third term. So Lake Grace will bring it out.
Well, Lake Grace still have to score the next one just to even it up and lift them again.
Yeah, I think Newdegate have got to turn in front if they're going to stay with Lake Grace in that last quarter.
Mitch Smith's quick to play on, crosses the football now,
Beautiful
looking for that
kick.
play there. Prater, beautiful
Look
kick.
at that.
Prater couldn't quite swallow it up, but coming out, he manages to get the full ball in his hands. I think he's gone out of bounds, but what a kick there from Mitchell Smith. That
I don't go that far on my holidays, Corey.
It was a beautiful kick. He's one of the best skilled players in the competition, to be honest with you, Mitchell. He's he's got a beautiful kick on him.
Well, so is Tyson Prater.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
He should have marked that, Tyson. That surprises me. So
he could have swallowed that one up.
Smith taps it down, picked up there by Neil. Handballs it out wide. Carruthers will run onto it now. Needs to quickly get it on the boot. Pressure's on. Looking for it's a one-on-one between Conti and Bairstow. Picked up there by Cook. Cook managed to handballs it across now. Finds a player in Thornton. Thornton will go forward. Calliope front position, but ran over the footy.
Ran underneath it. And good mark by Riley Bridger.
He's read it a lot better there, Riley Bridger.
He's a beautiful left foot kick of the footy too, don't worry.
And he's shown it right there.
Straight down Dean Rinchell, straight 50 metres, and Dino's hamstring's not that good. Not that good. He kicks on his left foot. And you want to go in there, he's right. Into Ian Lloyd. He's on his left foot as well. Over there, I think he might overcook that one and it's going to go out in the full.
Tell you what, in about an hour's time, there's a ton of players that are going to enjoy that. It's the end of the season.
A month off go.
Their bodies are telling them, isn't it?
Yep, Luke Bairstow being one of them, I reckon. He was just in a contest here before.
Well, even Dino, as you said, used his opposite foot then.
Yep, he's not going to kick on his right foot much.
Prater moves the ball in, finds the player there, and I think it's Cooks managed to get his hands on the footy underneath it. No, that's
Reuben Smith.
Reuben Smith, he handles it off quickly.
Oh,
Finds Mitchell Smith. Smith back there to Giles. Giles is met heavily, and he's been tackled to the ground and been called holding the ball. Unlucky. He probably had a little bit of time to get rid of it, unit, but he
bad handball from Reuben Smith.
Put him under pressure.
Put him under the bus. Down there, and Russell haven't seen much. Managed to pick it up one hand and put it back in the Wollaston area.
Wallace
has been a free kick. Wollaston tackled him without the ball, a bit undisciplined.
He's lost it. Wollaston's just been surprisingly bad today.
Trevenan's been very good back there today.
Yeah, Trevenan's just had his number.
Yeah, all day. Big long left foot kick looking out for Smithy.
Ruben.
Great mark in front of all the Ongerup ladies there. Just about trot on top of them. Away he goes. Big ruckman. Looks like a bit like Max Gordon. Good kick up towards the true wing area for Lake Grace. Speared it back. Nelson Kemp manages to get over. He's not a bad kick. He puts it up. Or anyone's ball here. 2-on-2. Up they go. Down goes Prater into the
Wesley.
Hands of Westy. Michael Ham's in there. Out it comes again. Lake Grace booted out towards that dead wing again, and now it's going to go out of bounds.
Yep.
No, he's called it deliberate.
Unlucky. Mitch O'Neill was the only one that wanted it, and he's picked it up and chucked it on the boot and been penalised, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a tough rule, that one.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was there either.
Yeah, so
when it goes 60 metres.
Conti takes a kick, goes forward there for Newdegate, and that player there in Wollaston's got his hands on it, out the far side, looks inboard, and it's Russell, finds the front position. Aaron Russell, he's having a good day, and they're finding him.
Yeah. That kick went about eye height for Aaron Russell for the whole distance.
40 metres, Gary.
He can buy a while of beer for that after, because that landed straight where he wanted it.
Beautiful kick. This will test Aaron Russell with a tough pocket to kick a goal from there, but if anyone can do it.
He can. He's good on the left side.
In he comes. Spears it in. Umpire Foreman's good.
No, doesn't like it.
It's on the full, I think.
He failed to celebrate, mate.
Yeah, we didn't run around like a madman.
Yeah, as we've come to know over the years.
And yeah, it's on the full, I think. Yeah, like Mitch Smith will take the free kick. So, Lake Grace deep in the back pocket here. Need to probably get it up there. And what have we been going, Gary? 12 and a half minutes, halfway.
Yeah, we've just got 1 point this quarter so far.
Yeah. Now someone needs to break the game open here. Beautiful kick from Mitch Smith down to big push in the back there.
Push in the back. I think that was
lineman would have
seen. Jack Walters jumped for the ball a bit too early there, and
Blair Watson's got the free kick.
Given up a free kick.
Oh, he's overcooked the game. Overcooked the ball, sorry. Maples goes back in and mop up for Newdy. Back to Rental. He's probably just about can only handball it now. He can't kick it. Lloyd met high. And
I don't know. Juice on there.
Mitch can't argue about that one, I don't think.
No, there's no arguing there. Lloyd wheels around on his right foot. Little worm burner in looking for Aaron Russell, and why not?
Aaron's parked himself in that pocket, hasn't he?
Yes. They need to get it across his far side.
Yeah, that's right.
To score.
And he's got a bit of wind advantage going.
Absolutely.
So he can kick it for 50.
And the holes are there to lead into goal.
Newdegate need to push it this side.
Stayed over in that pocket, hasn't he?
I feel that this quarter is probably just playing into Lake Grace's hands a little bit.
100%
that slight advantage.
Yep.
So Newdegate need to draw as they kick to the top of the square. Russell can't quite picked up by Giles. Giles needs to put it through and get himself out of trouble. Quickly sort of sock it away. Nelson Kent tries to pick it up. Could have been a free kick. Thumped out wide towards the boundary by a Lake Grace player. Trevennan in pursuit there with Wollaston. Trevennan's going to get there first. Taps it out and it's going to go out. And we'll have a throw in. Right in front.
That was more deliberate than the kick.
He only had one thing on his mind then, Gary. That was the boundary line.
And that was probably the best option he had too. So,
Boundary line's your friend.
so we'll have a throw in there in the forward pocket for Newdegate. Ruckman fly at it now. I think it was Ballard that got down first. He's managed to tap it down. Picked up the ball was Hams, but he's been tackled. And we're going to have another ball up there right in front of the bar down here at Newdegate. And the Ruckman will fly at it again.
Up they go, Ruben Smith. Been going up in the ruck all day and ruck manfully, so...
Neither team can give away stupid free kicks for the rest of the game because that could lose it for them.
Especially no score so far in the third quarter, 1 point.
Yep.
The next goal, you know, was very important in this game. There's Stacks on the mill again, and umpire Norris will ball it up in front of the bar with 25 players around the footy, and no one can get a clear disposal and a clean disposal out of the contest. In Smith goes again. Down there looking for Mitch Thornton, I think it was, and there's going to be another ball up.
So we're 14 and a half minutes gone here in the third quarter at Newdegate, and it's Lakegate's 3 goals 2, 20. Newdegate are 4 goals 3, holding a slight advantage, 27. They're up by 7 points, and they're going in their forward line now. Push forward was Newdegate. Picked up there was a player in Westlake. He's tried to pick the ball up, can't get it cleanly. Running in there was another Newdegate player, and that player in Thompson. Ball's knocked out wide and was gone out of bounds. And I just feel Newdegate need to take a few opportunities here to slot them through.
Need to get a couple of goals in.
They're at that end, the Lake Grace Newdegate road end, and their ball will be thrown into the 50-metre arc, so there's a chance from the throw-in.
Well, they need a goal here, Gary, just to steady the ship, but here comes Gerard, very impressed with this game. Pops it up looking for Mitch Thornton, but it's gone over his head. And a good mark from Waddell. I've liked his game. He's probably been on Newdegate's best. Wheels onto that trusty left foot looking for Aaron Russell. Down it goes, over their head. The wind's carried it a bit further than what they thought. Russell's in hop pursuit with Sam Matola. It's going to go out of bounds just around from the left-hand point post, right in Newdegate's head. They've had all the play down there and haven't managed to capitalise on it.
They need a good rove now from a ruck tap.
They need a goal. Just to turn in front in this start of this last quarter. Up they go again. Smith.
They got that rope. There it is.
Lloyd.
Lady!
Oh, he's
across the face.
Oh, how did he miss it? Well, he did what I suggested. He roved it.
And had it probably a bit more time than what he
thought. He probably did.
Could have put hurt like Grace there in Lloyd, but anyway, it's 4-4.
No awareness then, did he?
4-4-28 to 3-2-20 like Grace, so 8 points of difference in the 17. We've been going nearly 17 minutes here at Newdegate in the 2023 League Grand Final. Great game, anyone's game, Gary.
Yeah, absolutely. And if Newdegate lose, they can know what section of the game it might be.
Missed a few easy shots there.
Mitchell Smith kicks it out, finds a player in Trevennan. Big looping up and kick there to that player there, and Blair Watson couldn't quite mark. Ball hit the ground, but it's picked up there. Prater's been brought down. I reckon that's a free kick that's been called. So there's a free kick there on the way of Prater. He's quickly handballed it off to that player there in Thornton. Thornton pushes forward.
Ugly
but he's found that man in Courtney Waddle again, and they just can't get past him at the moment.
No, he's had a great game.
He has had a very good quarter.
Have to be Newdegate's best.
He has.
Little worm burner into Dean Rental. We'll see what league he kicks it on. He's not that good. He's going to give it back to Waddell. And he's said he's thrown him under the bus a bit. Spears it onto his left foot, not looking for anyone. Everyone overruns it. Where's Aaron Russell?
Skittled everyone.
It's going to go out of bounds over near the sandpit again, Gary.
Jackson Clopey is past the 50-metre arc now. There's only his marksman behind him.
I just think Newdegate need to take their opportunities here because we know you give Lake Grace half a sniff in that last quarter, and we know how they play. Very confidence team.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, you're right at what you said, Corin, that they've fallen into Lake Grace Pingurup's coaching here.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
it's employed by nearly Kelvin Holmes to have them out in that pocket.
Nearly three-quarter time.
Yeah.
He's bottled the game up into nil scoring in this third quarter. Third quarter wins the game for you. In comes Maples. Haven't called his name much. Dean Rental.
Well done.
Great smother from Mitchell O'Neill. From Dean Rental's kicking, and it's going to be Stacks on the mill again.
I tell you what, he put full power behind that right foot kick then.
Mitchell O'Neill would have felt that.
I reckon.
Oh, he's a good little player, tough little nugget. In they go again. Smith touched it down. There's a free kick on the. I think it's going to Smith. Is it out of the ruck contest?
Yep, it's gone to Ruben Smith. So Ruben Smith will take the kick for Lake Grace.
He's captain Mitchell wondering why can't you give it to this Smith?
Ruben, short kick now. Nice little kick. Finds a player. I think that's Watson out in the far side. He goes inboard. Risky kick, but he's got a man on. That player in Gerard, he's played very well today, actually. Cook, he's gone for the tackle on Nelson Kent, down to Dunkel. Dunkel manages to find his way to the big ball, but he gets the handball off. Gone there to Prater. Carruthers is by himself in the centre of the ground. He's got the runner on in Mitchell Smith. Got him out wide, but goes inboard. Smothered there by Corny Waddle. It's picked up there by Thornton. Can't quite grab it. Out goes there Dunkel again. That was Thornton. First off footy. Quickly, the slaps on the boot. Out goes Galopi. Picked up there by that player there. And McGlynn.
Oh, he's cooked it.
He has absolutely cooked it and had more
What
time
about
than
the
he
Bridge of
thought.
Smith, mate?
He's a
Wasn't that special?
very good player, Riley Bridge, having a great game, Gary. Hasn't let Galopi off the chain. He's played a very good game on it. Speaking of Bridge, he's brought it in from the boundary throw-in. Big long kick down to that eastern wing for Newdy, and it's gone out of bounds in front of Ian Lloyd, just around from the scoreboard, which says Newdegate 28 to Lake Grace 20. Tight game here, nearly three-quarter time.
As dominant as Gerard's been, no one's cared to pick him up.
Oh, he's had a great game.
Yeah, but I mean, he's playing by himself at the moment.
Yep. Nearly three-quarter time. Won't be a lot of time on in this game. No goals kicked in the third quarter from either side. 1 point, Gary, is that right? Anyway, here's Newdegate's chance. Down to offer. Down to, is that Waddell again? No. In it comes. Here comes Brooks. He's got one to beat. He pops it over to Westlake. He's the backman. Around he goes again. Back to Brooks. The 0-1-2. Steps around. He's got no right foot. Back to Westlake. He's going to have a go at the goals, and I think
he's offline.
Missed it as well. So Newdegate have cooked their chances again. And it's a minor score, so they'll go up by 9 points. I don't reckon there's much time left in this third quarter. So
there's just a few players rushing out there. They've probably got a little bit more time than they think. Big kick in there from Trevennan. Goes out wide. Finds a player there in Ruben Smith, but the ball's gone out of bounds in that far wing once again, and we're going to see another boundary throw in.
And Kelvin Holmes is licking his chops still.
Set up for a great last quarter.
So we know that 2012, the last premiership that Lake Grace won was here, and it was 2 points
against you
guys.
Got
from behind in the last quarter. Could we see another game like that?
Yeah, we could.
Newdegate need just a goal here, just to keep them at bay, I reckon.
It was incredible, and they certainly weren't favourites, but you know yourself, Corin, they also won the second semi against Surrey.
They did. Yep.
Hence, you cannot give Lake Grace a sniff.
No.
By the way, Mark Pinney has now got Catania Wanderers in the grand final in the Upper Great Southern this season.
Got a very good team to deal with too, Gary Boy G.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big contest.
Big contest on his own man too.
Dunkel's picked the footy up out in the half-forward line there for Newdegate. He's gone inboard. Big pack flies now. Tap down there. It's in the hands of Ian Lloyd. He's got it out there towards the boundary. He's been dealt with.
And he's got
Could be a free kick.
Yeah.
Yes. So that was Trevennan, I think.
So what I talked about.
Trevennan's put him to the ground after, and Ian Lloyd.
Undisciplined there.
Yeah, undisciplined, absolutely.
And if I know Ian Lloyd, he'll probably just try and grab a bit of room and sneak around just to pick up 3 or 4 metres, just to get that angle in a bit.
They need this goal from the veteran Lloyd.
Here he goes.
Well, he's put it to the top of the square, is he? Looking for Wollaston, but it's gone through from
I don't think he was looking for Wollaston. I think he had a shot at Wollaston to ping it.
It's just another behind in Newdegate. Blown their chances.
If there was 3 goals, it might have been him.
Well, it'd be just about game over, Gary.
Yeah.
So Mitch Smith will take the kick in again for Lake Grace.
It's a designated ploy from Lake Grace.
He's managed to find Thornton. Yeah, you're right. They're playing this quarter quite well.
Yep.
And if they could sneak a goal here, you'd nearly say they'd take it. Play there in Bellard. Bellard for Newdegate. He'll send him back inboard again. Russell front position. This is the pocket he wants. Ball's come off hands. It's gone down to Mitchell Smith. Smith then finds Batola. Batola back again to Carruthers. Carruthers back to Smith. They've switched the footy now. It's gone to Thornton. Thornton got the footy now. 30 out from goal in the defensive end. He'll push out towards the outside of the ground. He's looking for that player there in McGlynn. McGlynn couldn't quite pick it up. It's gone again there. Thornton's got into the gut. No, that's Trevennan, sorry.
Yeah,
he's managed to hit the boot. Nelson Kent's managed to take it out, and then we're going to have another throw in on the outer side. 22 and a half minutes gone here at Newdegate. It's Newdegate by 9 points.
You saw how frenzied the Lake Grace Pingrup mob were trying to work that ball across the other side again then.
It's a ploy.
Well, it's readable now, isn't it?
It's coached into him.
Yeah.
There's another ball up after the boundary thrown, so
there it is.
He goes to three-quarter time.
Well, that's a big quarter.
Game
to Lake Grace Pingrup.
Game changer game-changing quarter.
Yeah, 4 goals, 5, 29 on the Ongerup Hotel scoreboard for Newdegate. Just leading by 9 points now. Lake Grace Pingrup was 3 goals 2 at half-time. There's still 3 goals 2 at three-quarter time, but can they now find a way of lifting and coming over the top of Newdegate to win this premiership away from home? So the goal scorers haven't changed. There's only 3 behind scored. So Aaron Russell's 3 for Newdegate, and Darcy Thompson 1, and Mitchell Thornton, Jackson Calopi and Luke Bairstow 1 each for Lake Grace Pingrup. Maybe we'll start with you this time, Paul, is to go through the Lake Grace Pingrup side and your better players for that quarter.
I think they'll be very happy with that quarter, Gary. Well coached and well drilled into them to keep it down that dead side. So, Newdegate couldn't score. I think Newdegate would have had most of the play, but just couldn't convert it. So, well done to Lake Grace. Well coached and well played. Not a very long quarter, but it doesn't matter. It's done and dusted now. So, third quarter makes or breaks. So, I thought Damien Trevennan was very good that quarter. Mitchell Thornton started to come into the game with that raking left foot and had a very good quarter too. And also, I thought Ruben Smith battled manfully again in the ruck. He's having a pretty good game, if you ask me. And I like Lewis Gerard. Is it Gerard or Gerard, how you say it? Haven't seen him before, but very, very impressed with his skill and his football, knowledge, and knows how to kick it, knows how to deliver it. So very happy with it.
Well, I do suggest someone from the opposition try picking him up too.
Yeah, well, he's on his own. Yeah, he's had a really good game.
He's a freelancer.
Yep, he's had a great game.
Colin Brooks, tell us all about Newdy.
I think Newdegate, it was a quarter of missed opportunities. I think they could have jailed 2 or 3 goals and brought it out to a 3 or 4 goal lead going into this last quarter. But unfortunately, we see they're only up by 10 points now, and they've given Lake Grace a sniff with a slight breeze advantage. So I think we're in for an interesting last quarter here. But the best players, I think Courtney Waddle across the half back line, he took a lot of marks and then pushed them back forward. So he probably pretty much was the only difference between Lake Grace not picking up a couple of goals and only hitting the front in that last quarter. I thought Blake Dunkeld again has just been solid in the back line all day. Like he hasn't been a star in terms of what he's done, but he's been consistent and not much has got past him. Another player that stepped up, I thought that quarter, was Ian Lloyd. Missed opportunity in front of goal. He'll be kicking himself for that. But as we know with Ian Lloyd, he will drift. He'll drift around the centre of the ground and he'll take marks and he'll go from defensive to attacking. He's a very smart player, and for what he lacks in speed, he picks it up in what's between his ears. So he's played very well. But look, again, it's been quite consistent from the Darcy Thompson's been good. Aaron Russell's popped up. He's probably gone a bit quiet. I think Patola's probably got the wood on him a little bit this last little bit. Probably hasn't had the entry. Lockie Maples has played well.
Aaron Russell, just going back to Aaron, he usually leads straight down the corridor. So this is...
But they bottled him up, Gary.
Yeah, that's right. That was all in the play. There's no question in my mind.
Stifled his run, didn't they?
They had 4 loose players, in a frenzy mood, trying to get it back to the other end of the side of the ground in that half a minute there, didn't they?
Yep.
You could see what they were aiming at.
Yep. A lot of supporters around both clubs, Gary.
Yeah, that's great to see. What a big day at Newdegate.
There'll be 100 people around each club here, three-quarter time. Anyone's game, 10 points in it.
So 12 points at quarter time, 6 points at half time, and now 10 points at three-quarter time. So really, it's been a close game after a sort of one-side opening that we thought Newdegate might kick away, but it hasn't it?
Well, I think it's game on, Gary. I just like Lake Grace from here.
Yeah.
It's a good game and great spectacle for the crowd.
You got any updates on the other sports?
No, I haven't, Gary.
No
one's texted me. I'm pretty sure the ladies' hockey will be nearly finished.
Newdegate is still in their huddle at the moment. Lake Grace Pingrup. Hey, the sun's come out.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Actually, I think the Jury Junior Netball have beaten the Ongerup kids by 8 points, I think.
Right.
So last I heard in the hockey, it was Lake Grace 3, Jeremiah Newell, but I'm not sure where that's gone from now.
Yep. Righto, the crowd's starting to clear up of Newdegate Oval for the lucky last quarter of 2023. Who will be the Premier in a half an hour's time?
Well, it's
What are the moves? Look for the moves that will happen in this last quarter right now while they're taking their position.
Well, Lake Grace are missing Connor Holmes and Alex Duckworth, two big outs, and if they can get over the line here,
that shows how good their performance has been with those two off the field.
If they can get over the line, it'd be a fantastic effort.
Unbelievable.
There's one player going to the forward line at Newdegate who we know loves these big moments, and he will be licking his lips at the contest because he's a game winner. We've seen him do it for the OFA in the B grade grand final last year.
You bet.
I played against Aaron Russell in a grand final that he won for Wongan Hills, and he did the same thing that day. Yeah. So the ruck goes up in the middle of the ground now, and it's hit the ground, and as we know, we've come to see today there's been another ball up.
Luke Bairstow's gone to full forward for Lake Grace, so that's the move I can see, Gary.
So everyone's in the middle. It's been cleared there by Hams. Can't quite pick it up. He's grabbed it now. Managed to get it off to that player there in Tucker. Tucker's got it over now. Handball's out wide to that player in Maples. Maples in pursuit. It's gone out towards the boundary there on the far side. Tucker again back there to Dunkell. Can't quite pick it up. May have been collected high. He managed to jump on the footy, and we're going to have a ball up there in the half forward flank on the far side of the ground for Lake Grace.
Maples hasn't been anything like the last two finals I've seen him.
He's been a bit disappointing today.
Yeah, yes.
I thought a bit more of him. Anyway, Newdegate through. Nelson can't get it. Handball to Hams. Whacks it on his boot to know anyone in particular. Good mark from Jared Offer. Haven't called his name very often. Here's Newdigate's chance. Little chisel from Lloyd up to Wollaston. Haven't called his name much either. He needs to light up this last quarter of Newdegate to win this game. Slowed the game down now. He's been called play on. Little chip kick up to Lloyd again. He kept running on. Leon Lloyd. He's got a big engine. He's a long way from goal.
Now they've got to run out of the arc and create space.
Looking for Aaron Russell. Deliberate kick up here looking for
Darcy.
Is that Darcy Thompson?
Yep.
He's overrun the ball. The Lake Grace defender spears it in. Liz Westlake. Westlake, the ball's bounced his own way. Aaron Russell's in there to help him out. 2-on-2. Great contest in the square. Aaron Russell's coming out the back. Aaron Russell stuck a little chiseler in and has kicked the goal for Newdegate.
What did Corin Brooks say 1 minute 40 seconds ago?
Good call.
I think that was just kept his feet there.
Didn't go to ground.
I think Batola and Giles were trying to ball it up. Westlake was on the ground. The only person that didn't go to ground then was Aaron Russell. It's poked out, and he's been in the right spot just to sink the boot into it 5 metres out from goal.
Well, Westy played his part, didn't he?
Yeah, he tapped it out to him. No, great. Good footy from everyone. So, then that's what Newdegate needed, just a bit of a settler. They probably needed it at the end of the last quarter, but they'll take that one.
Yeah.
So they
2 minutes in.
Push out to a 16-point lead. Ruckman fired it again. It's one down there by Lake Grace again. Ruben Smith. Cook's got the footy. Handballs it back to Smith. Well done. Smith goes forward. Handball got out to there. That player there, McLean. McLean tackled to the ground. Umpire's called holding the ball.
Yep.
So Conti's got him holding the ball.
He's a good player, Conti.
Very good player.
I like his game today.
Goes long now, up the line, looking for the player in Ian Lloyd. Up there, two veterans go at it. Prater and Lloyd go at it, but it's kicked forward there from Offer. Offer finds Wollaston. Quick handball off. No, he's faked one this way. Managed to too late on it. Going through. Was that player there in Tucker, I think it was?
Yep.
Back there to Westlake. Westlake can't quite get the footy. Back there, handballed out to Giles. Giles over to O'Neill. Little handball. Finds a player in Watson. Watson crosses the ball now. Robinson, running onto the footy now. Robinson managed to get it. Got a little handball to it. No, he's been pinged for holding the ball. Great tackle there from Hams.
Yep. Evergreen, Michael Williams is going to send you to go back forward again. They put a bit of pressure on Lake Grace early in this last quarter. Good kick in. Looking for Darcy Thompson, who's very impressed with his game. He'll be up there looking for Aaron Russell. Pops it up there, gives the defenders a chance. In goes Dean Rental, the big man. He's just about had enough.
Well, I thought he did.
Comes to the ground, picks it up well, spears it back into Aaron Russell. He's been tackled and he's been called for holding the ball. Rowan Murdoch says, is that Ian Norris says, play on, let it play. It's the first time we've seen that today. In it comes. Newdegate managed to get the ball back on their terms. In it comes again. Good spearing pass in the Kenny. He overcooked it. Mitchell O'Neill goes in, picks it up, puts it out to Bairstow. Bairstow over the top to Cook. Back it goes into Lake Grace's forward line. Over the top. He's turned his defender inside out. Coloby Bridger. In it goes again, right in that deep pocket. When we talked about Coloby, he's managed to keep it in. Good pressure from Riley Bridger. Manages to turn the ball. Hey, pressure back from
Great second effort.
Good contact. Both players.
It was. So was Calopi's handball out of there.
Great play.
Great play by both players.
Yeah, great footy.
That's what grand finals need. That sort of tough football.
Kicks this one.
It deserves a goal.
It's Jackson Calopi. He'll kick from about 35. Slight angle. He's on the far side. Right footer, he'll kick it. Hopefully that wind will push it through. Calopi kicks for goal. Doesn't look too bad. The boys are celebrating. It's a major. It's the settler the Lake Race needed, and they move along now. They're 4 goals, 2-26. Trailing Newdegate, 5 goals, 6-36. 5 minutes gone.
In the last quarter here at Newdegate. Great kick, great footy from both clubs. Great play from Riley Bridger and then Calopi to get the free kick back off Bridger. So,
great football.
Excellent footy. Yeah, really good. Really good spectacle here. We couldn't ask for much better grand final, Gary. 10 points.
Derby Newdegate won in 1925 was only by 2 points, Corin, so it might be on again.
We might be.
Living up to its name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ruben Smith will go up again with Jack Walter. Ruben Smith battle manfully all day. Walter gets a clear tap down. Down to Watson, isn't he?
Been good.
Trusty left foot, wobbly old kick out towards the wing. Good pick up from Mitch O'Neill, is it?
No.
McGlynn. Spears it back to Tyson Prater, who's loose on the back line. In it goes to Lake Grace. Is that Mitch O'Neill? No, back to Prater. Long handball. Doesn't know which way to go. Left and right. He's going to try and bring it back into the corridor.
Great kick.
Prater. Into what? Is that Cook? Austin Cook. Up he goes. Up and under. Looking for... good mark from Nelson Kent.
Very good mark.
Went across the front of the pack. Committed the ball. Out to Westlake on the wing in front of the grandstand here at Newdegate.
Well, Lake Race Pingrup won't mind that coming out here.
No, Wallison's got 5 metres on his opponent. Wheels round the right foot. We haven't called his name much all day, but he's started the last quarter pretty well.
Good kick.
Ballard, and he's found Conti in a true centre forward position. Conti goes up into the forward.
Poor Darcy Thompson's having a big last quarter.
Thompson's taken a good mark.
Yeah.
Pretty a fair way out here.
Aaron Russell can sniff a goal there. He's moving quick. And he's found it too. Bang.
Little worm burner.
You can't trust Aaron Russell. He pretended to go one way but turned around and went the other.
He's a good player, isn't he?
Now he's taken a mark, having a shot at the hockey field end of Newdegate Oval, trying to put a gap of 16 points in between them, Newdegate, who are leading, and Lake Race Pingrup.
He's got it.
Let's watch it. He hasn't celebrated.
He's got it.
Or has he? Well, he's gone over to the crowd and say, stick up that up your jumper.
He's got a bit of advice. I think, Gary.
Yeah.
So,
goal number 5 for Aaron Russell.
Yeah, he's very good.
No, it was very good there from Russell. He sort of did that tick lead, come back towards the square, and he was always going to be pushing up in an option. They knew that when Thompson had it. He was on a slight angle, and it was the right spot for a left footer. So getting in the hands of Aaron Russell was the smartest thing to do there. And you know, Rusty doesn't mind a word or two from the sideline. So I think that spurred him on a little bit.
He's been the difference, hasn't he?
There's only 3 goals in it.
Ruckman go again in the middle of the ground. Smith taps it down to Carruthers. Carruthers quickly gets the handball in. So Lake Race are going to go forward again through Cook. Cook goes forward there in search for Calopi. Great work there from...
It's been a great contest from Riley Bridger.
Bridger's been...
What a great contest between 2 good players, haven't they? Bridger and Calopi. Maple's got a...
Good umpire.
Yeah, got a high one. It's called play on. That's that Gerard. Very good player, and it's been a good cut-off mark from...
Courtney Waddle again. He's played very well.
He's played a great game, hasn't he? Yeah. So the ball comes back out in front of the bar and is a tackle. And
that's a nugget under there, is it?
Yeah. I think it might be Luke Bairstow, and they said, I'll have it. Luke Bairstow's playing down forward. Could be a bit lost down there, Nugget. He might not know what he's doing down there.
So when
he kicked the goal that I did rate him.
Up they go again. Smith, big tap into the forward line. Well read by Blake Dunkield. Nice little kick out to the dead side. That's what they'll be looking for. Dean Rintoul not moving that well. He'll be glad to see the final siren. In they go. Around they go. Is that Waddell?
Yeah,
he's had a good game. Beautiful left foot. Trusty left foot up into the wing, and it's going to go out of bounds in front of the Lake Grace players will be another ball up. Sorry, Gary.
6 goals, 42 to Newdegate, 4 goals, 26 to Lake Grace Pingrup.
Just got a few netball results here. It's in the juniors. Excellent game by both teams. Jerry finished strong to take the win. Jerry 29, Lake Grace 21. The best in the grand final was Zach Langdon from Jerramungup. So well done to the netball crew.
Yeah, we'll come back to those after as the game is restarted over the far side, but there's going to be a ball up. Stalemate over there.
That wind's picked up a bit too, I reckon. Lauren, what do you think?
Yeah, no, it's definitely picked up a little bit over there.
A bit over there, yeah.
So Ruckman fight it out over that far side again. It's been trying to slap on the boots, going the way of Newdegate. Ian Lloyd's got it out. He's going down the boundary line. And we're going to have, once again, another throw-in out that far side here.
But for Lake Grace Pingrup, it's at the wrong end now.
Time's ticking away, Gary. 10 minutes into the last quarter here at Newdy. So Lake Grace are going to have to get a couple here.
Both would be deserving winners. They've had fantastic seasons.
Yeah. Not over yet. In it comes Big Smith. Good tap down. Clear winner. Down to Newdegate. A lot of players around the ball. Maples gets it out to Nelson Kent. Spears it up looking for Wollaston. Bit of a run on here. Where's Aaron Russell? He won't be far from the action. Wollaston's got it onto the boot. Manages to soccer it. A lot of ground ball here. Sam Matola comes in. Gives a good shepherd to his teammate. Lake Grace pick it up. Manages to get it out in front of the scoreboard. Down it goes again. Is that Prater? No, I think it's gone out of bounds. And boundary umpires.
Playing Robertson out there.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the whistle to go for a free kick. Then deliberate.
Boundary umpire says, I'll have it, boys. We'll throw it back in.
So we're going to see a throw in out in front of the scoreboard. 2 ruckmen to fight out. They've done all day. It's ended up in the hands of Mitch O'Neill. Finds a play there in Prater. Prater's gone back onto the left foot. Out wide there. Getting pushed under the footy by Waddle. Was that player McGlynn, I think? But it's ended up in the hands of Waddle again. He's going to drive forward there for Newdegate. Under the footy is Lloyd. Upcoming there was Lloyd. Couldn't quite pick it up.
Great effort though. He brought it down.
Thompson's picked it up. But I think it's an incorrect disposal. And it's going to go the way of Ruben Spiss. So Smith's got it coming out of the back line for Lake Grace. They're going to have to start to make a move. Finds Carruthers. He's going to go through the centre of the ground, and that's where they're going to score for. Out in front, Trevennan. Hams is in hot pursuit, and he's got a bit of pace about him. Ends up in the hands there of Bairstow. Bairstow quickly on the boot. Finds a play there in Cook. Again, he tries to handball it across. Everyone's in. Everyone wants it's a hot footy. Play there in McGlynn. Back to Cook. Cook to O'Neill, but there's been a free kick picked out, and it's going to go the way of Newdegate.
Yeah, the game's heated up here.
Oh, yes.
I think Lake Grace can sense it. They need to
high impact now.
Run the gauntlet a bit here, Gary. So Conti's going to take the free kick.
They know the consequences.
They know the consequences. What's going on here? They need a couple of goals. Good kick from Conti up there, looking for is that Lloyd? No, got it back. Good handball from Lake Grace over the top. Oh, fickle bounce for the Lake Grace defender. Allows Wollaston in to no, not Wollaston. Is that Dustin Thompson? Ballard. In it goes again. Here comes Ness. Spooks it out. Looking for Wollaston. He's got a couple of metres on his player. Whacks on the left foot. Where's Aaron Russell? He's not there where he's meant to be. Puts his hand up, and Sam Matola takes the relieving mark in the last line of defence for Lake Grace.
So he switched the footy across to Prater. Prater will go that far wing again. Nice left foot down the wing there. Finds a play there in number 38, Robinson. He's got the footy for out in the far wing for Lake Grace. They're going to have to push forward. Finds Bairstow. Nice little lead inside. He's got to look up the centre of the ground now. He does. Finds Thornton. Thornton bounces in front. He drives the ball long down to the centre forward position. Out comes the player there. He's floated back and picked it up, and he's found a player out in
probably BIG, Gary.
Oh,
he's had a great
fantastic. That was all courage, mate.
Haven't called Offa's name much today.
No, he's been quiet.
Yeah, been quiet. That's good decision.
It was like him going into a black forest, not knowing where the boogeyman was going to be.
Very good player. Good kick from Kent onto Lloyd, and this is more like Newdegate style. Lloyd pops a little chiseler over the top. Newdegate going to run on straight into an open goal, and just about shut the gate, Gary.
Yeah.
Newdegate.
Darcy Thompson,
good running goal. Started back up here with Hams and Lloyd and Conti. Beautiful kick out of the back line from Conti, and
all the momentum now up to the line.
Up to 7-6-48 with Lake Grace 4-2-26, so 22-point margin. We've been going nearly 14 minutes into the last quarter here at Newdy.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for Lake Grace now. They're going to really have to pull out some. Pull out some coaching masterclass. It wouldn't surprise me if we've seen a few unusual moves here. Maybe someone like Batola into the middle of the ground, or even Trevennan, or even getting Prada. So they
need at least 4 goals.
They do. It's in the hands of O'Neill. He'll push Lake Grace forward as they want. In pursuit there is Dunkeld with Thornton. Dunkeld taps the ball down towards the boundary. He's this way, that way. Manages to find, but goes out of bounds. Exactly where I think he wanted it. And we're going to have a boundary throw in front of the bar.
I tell you what, he's played his part today.
Very good.
Very smart player for Newdegate.
Good play.
Very solid player. So boundary throwing out and you can chuck that one in again. Bryce Sinclair, I reckon. I'm going to name and shame there. I'm pretty sure that was Bryce Sinclair.
Have another go, young fella.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He'd be in front of the bar, be getting
He would.
voice too.
I think he got reminded there a bit. That's a nice one. Well done, Bryce. So he's chucked it in there. Smith wins it 4, but it's ended up in the hands of Nelson Kent. He's found Jared Offer in the wing in front of the pavilion here at Newdegate. Beautiful afternoon here of footy. He's trying to point forward. He'll go long down the line. Ann Lloyd and Tyson Prater. Mitch O'Neill under the footy, but Lloyd's been pushed out.
Yeah.
And he's going to get a free kick.
There's the stupid free kicks I said earlier.
They're under pressure now.
Yeah.
Lake Grace they're under pressure. They've got to just take a deep breath.
The horse has bolted.
We've been going 15 minutes now. Newdegate.
He's had a better. This has been his best quarter. Chris Wallace.
Him and Offer, Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wallace spears a little one in Aaron Russell right in front of the commentary box here. Aaron 55 metres out, wheels it into the pocket there looking for Dean Rental, but it's been cut off by Mitch O'Neill.
Oh, great courage by O'Neill.
He knew what was behind him too.
Yeah, he did.
I actually think Dino probably could have put him another level.
Well, he could have heard him.
Yeah, O'Neill down the line now. Up goes Lloyd. He couldn't take the mark. Conti picks a footy. Well done there from Thornton. Manages to get over the top. In pursuit is Dunkeld. He kicks it forward again, really to no one. 2 boys will go out over the forward line. That's Bridger there with Calopi, but it's in the hands there. It's ended up in the hands of Newdegate again and Nelson Kent. He managed to dribble along. Smith can't quite pick it up for Lake Grace. Handball's over that man and Nelson Kent again. He started to really fire up now. Looks for Lloyd. Lloyd's got on the footy.
What a game he's played.
Handballs it off to Hams. Hams and Lloyd. That name's been called a fair few times. They go forward. That player there in Thompson. Thompson's copped a little bit of a reminder there from Batola. Thompson's got the footy.
A little ear massage.
50 out. He's looking for the lead from Dean Rental. And he's got the footy.
He'll go back and take his time.
Last year's game's a medalist and runner-up, of course, this season, and lucky enough to be presented with a son. Just the week of the Ganser medal. Didn't turn up to receive his runner-up award, but I think he'll be a happy man now.
And his son's probably already 6'5".
Take his best kick from here with that sore right hamstring, but taking all the time he wants. It's nearly 17 minutes gone here at Newdy, so won't be a big long last quarter. In comes Rental, deliberate approach, puts it up deep into the teeth. It's going to make the distance all right, but it's just across the face and be only 1 point.
He looked he tried too hard. His right thigh's not happy at all.
No, he'd be looking forward to a rest.
Crothers takes the kick in straight up the middle of the ground. They're going to have to go for it now, but Ballard takes the footy.
He's a good footballer.
He's a very good footballer.
His awareness is something else.
He's had a good game.
Yep, and he finds that player there in Rental 50 metres out. Can he get there? He has a great pressure's been put on. Picked up there by Darcy Thompson. Thompson out to Conti. There's spare players everywhere now for Newdegate, and
it's party time.
It's actually training time, isn't it?
Party time.
I think the feeling now around the ground is Newdegate are going to start to run away with this. They've got spare players everywhere. The Lake Grace boys are, their talk's probably dropped off a little bit.
Yep. No, it's Newdegate have certainly opened the game up and finding some loose players and it's
pretty good news from Newdegate. Two home game premierships today.
Yep. Conti's deliberate approach, not a bad off kick off the boot. The wind's got hold of it and it's taken it right across the face and it's out of bounds in the pocket. Quick bringing from Carruthers and he's put it out on the full, has he, or has that gone out of bounds over there in front of the new electronic scoreboard here at the Newdegate?
It hasn't been the most attractive game with the amount of ball ups and throw-ins, has it?
From grand finals, don't you?
Yeah, I thought it might have opened up a bit more, but it hasn't. Anyway, the boundary report, throw in. The wind gets hold of that one too. Down, Jared Offers in the hot seat. In comes Cook. He's played a pretty serviceable game too. A lot of players around the ball. And umpire Ian Norris says, boys, I'll have it with 20 players around the footy.
I just like to see competitive football, Colin.
Well, it has been a great game, hasn't it? In it comes that young Gerard. He's had a great game. He'd be like Grace's best, I'd be thinking.
He's played very well.
Yes, very good young player.
Oh, there's great players on both sides.
Yeah,
I'm talking four quarter.
Wobbly old kick. Dean Rentals cut it off as he normally does. Handballs it back to Darcy Thompson.
No, it's caught.
Is that Waddell?
Waddle, yeah.
Well, is that Thompson?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Darcy Thompson. They both played pretty good games, those boys.
No, haven't they?
Over and often, haven't called his name too often.
This is the best I've seen Lloydie play for a while too.
Yeah, he'd be in contention for the medal, Gary.
Yeah, he's
I reckon.
been terrific.
Yeah, you go.
Guess who's got the ball?
Courtney Waddle, he's been
where it started.
He's been a wall in defence for Newdegate today. He's been very good. He's been very good. He's an unassuming type, and he finds Hams, another player that's been very consistent for Newdegate, not only today, but for the last 30 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good player.
300 gamer. Yep.
Finds a player in Russell. Nice little kick.
Can't be long to go.
30-metre kick. Russell again. Plays free everywhere for Newdegate, so he's got the player in Walter. Walter's gone around now onto his right foot, but it's gone down the hands of Bailey. Is that McGlynn? And he'll switch the footy out towards Prater. Prater down the ground now, quick to play on. Not sure how they're looking at this game now.
No, he's played a pretty serviceable game too. Maples is in there.
I think he set up his vice captain then.
Yeah, Thornton's in there, got a knee to the head. Umpire's letting it play. We've been going 20 and a half minutes here, so they can't be long left in this game. And Newdegate are going to run away with a home grand final here, and probably well deserved.
What do you reckon? Celebrations, you reckon you'll be...
I'm going to go home a happy man. I'll tell you what I've seen today.
Oh, there's been a great game of footy. 2 games of footy.
Yeah.
In goes Jared off. A lot of players around the footy. Been tackled by 5 late Grace defenders. And Ian Norris says, I'll have it, boys. Nearly 21 minutes gone here in the last quarter. Not long left.
The ruckman will go at it again, but Tola's gone into the ruck now. He fights it out in the middle. It's picked up there by O'Neill. Mitch O'Neill's been good for late Grace today. He's been fairly consistent. Looks for Smith now, but it's bad. Again, that man. He's managed to pick it up. Conti goes forward. Out comes a player there in Ness. He's got the car, can't quite pick it up. Recovers, slaps it on the boot. Conti going into the... Thompson. Off the ground, bang! Another one! Seals it for Newdegate. They're going to be the premiers in 23.
Easily.
He's played a very good game, Darcy Thompson.
Yep.
Good recovery there from Ness.
Very good game.
Was the number 4 Dale Ness,
Yeah, good recovery. Put it out in the hot spot for him, run onto it, kick the goal out of the air, and that's it.
Well, we're talking about players that have been around Newdy a long time, so maybe the second premiership in their area is a good thing. Eh?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, well deserved. They're a good club. So we've been going nearly 22 minutes, Gary. Won't be a long quarter, I would have thought. Chris Wellston runs back off the bench down to the forward line. He looks a bit stiff and sore. Up they go again. Carruthers wheels through the traffic. Spiral punt right down to...
It's going to go all the way!
Teeth of the goal for Lake Grace. It's been cut off down there by Newdy. Big bump on the Newdy defender, and it's a free kick, but up the field, play on. Ends up in Dean Rentals' hands. He'll go back and take his time and wind the clock down a bit.
What do you reckon will be the last kicker of the match?
Well, it won't be long left, I wouldn't have thought.
No.
Hasn't been many goals scored.
Out the far side now goes down to Jack Walter. Walter's got the footy, looks inboard for that player in Maples. Maples got the footy for Newdegate now. There shouldn't be long left here at Newdegate, and they're going to run out premiers today, 2023. What a year it's been from him. He goes up the ground, finds the player in, who was that? Offa goes forward again, and it's marked there by Lake Grace, cut off. And we're just going through the motions.
Here we are now.
I think we're just going through the motions. A young player there in Gerard.
I've liked his game today.
He's been good.
Yep, down. Mitch Thornton's...
Ballard goes forward. Thornton pushes it forward now. Player there in Riley Bridger, I think, who's had the wood.
Well, I think he might have had the wood on Calliope.
He's had the wood on Calliope, yep. Unfortunately, Jackson's probably hasn't had the delivery that you want when you're playing in the forward line.
Let's go back to what we said pre-match. Where's the goals going to come from?
Yeah, exactly.
We all said that.
Yep. And Tyson Prater, obviously, over his time, kicked a lot of goals, but playing up in defence early.
And I think they've missed the 2 people that went off injured.
Absolutely.
It's probably cost them the grand final.
Definitely.
So, anyway, Newdegate have got control here. Back and forward between Hams and Kent. Kent's overrun the ball, dived on it. Going to get it back to Hamsy. The evergreen Michael Hams.
You show off Michael Hams.
Great to see him win a grand final. Down to Wallace, and he's whacked on the boot down to no one. Dale Ness is in hot pursuit of it. He's going to keep it in on the boundary line, keeps running it forward, but it's going to eventually beat him over the boundary line. There'll be a throw in. Just around from the scoreboard here.
Just waiting for the siren to go at the moment. 55 to 26 in favour of Newdegate.
Newdegate's attacking end. In the ball goes. Up they'll go. Ruben Smith battled Manfully all day. Jared Offers spilled it. Hasn't called his name much. Little worm burner handball out to no one. In they go again. Umpire Norris says, I'll have it again, boys.
Jared Offers enjoyed being midfield this season, hasn't he? And not being up forward trying to do the goal kicker for them.
Probably a bit of pressure off him.
Yeah.
So we're going to tick over 24 and a half minutes here, and the siren not be far away. In they go again. Well tackled from Newdegate. Sam Batola whacks on the boot. Mitchell O'Neill's in the hot spot. Between three Newdegate players. He's got a little worm burner left foot. It's out to Prater, isn't he? He's got a beautiful left foot into Calliope. And he's
look at the kick of Prater.
His beautiful delivery to Calliope.
He's probably feeling disappointed as he's kicked it. And look at that.
Too little, too late here.
But also Mitchell O'Neill's left foot to Prater was fantastic.
Mitchell O'Neill's been very good for late.
Oh, he's been sensational, mate. It's been fantastic.
Him and young Gerard, I reckon, have been their two best players today.
They can all walk off the field and know they've done their best, but outclassed in the end.
Clopey kicks it.
Not that one.
Off the boot.
Didn't like that one.
No, but it's gone out of bounds
stuck
on the
in
full.
The tree.
You can only say that at country footy. It's been stuck in the tree.
Yeah.
The boundary umpire's shaking the tree trying to get the footy out.
Goal umpire's gone down to assist.
He's going to stick his flag up there and try and poke it out, is he?
There it is. There's a fair bit of shaking.
Yeah, there it goes.
There it comes.
We got the ball
well
back.
done.
So, like Grace, Newdegate will bring it back in through rental. There can't be a lot of time left, Gary. 26 minutes.
I give up trying to guess.
No, can't be a lot of time. Big kick in from Dean Rental. That hamstring won't be that sore tonight. In they go again. Over there, Nelson Kent. Maples is good. There's the side.
All over Red Rover.
Yep.
Congratulations to Newdegate. 2023 Premier for the Ongerup Football Association, winning by a margin of 29 points over Lake Race Pingrup. 8 goals, 7.55 to 4 goals, 2.26. The goal scorers 4, Newdegate 5 to Aaron Russell, 3 to Darcy Thompson, and that's your 8 goals. Yeah, 2 players kicked the total.
Yep.
The goal scorers for Lake Race, the 4 goals were Jackson Calliope 2, Luke Besto 1 and Mitchell Thornton. So great game all round. Hard game of football, but the best team won in the end, and they obviously scored the highest. So now we go to you, Paul. Just finish off now with the Lake Race performance, and we'll let Kyron do the Newdegate.
Yeah, well, I think Lake Race suffered a couple of bad injuries in that first half, Gary, through Alex Duckworth and Connor Holmes, and I reckon pretty come home to haunt them a bit in the end, but they battled it out manfully and still had some great players that have won the second semi straight through, but have lost the grand final, but that's just how footy rolls. So look, I think they had some very good players. I had Damien Trevena, and I thought his game was pretty good all day. He's under the pump. Mitch Thornton was good in the second half. I thought Mitchell O'Neill probably was their best on. I thought Lake Grace is probably best. And I thought Lewis Gerard, number 14, was a very good little player for the Lake Grace.
Very impressive performance.
Pingrup Bombers today. So look, they can hold their head. They did pretty well, I thought.
Kyron, before you leave, get on to Newdegate. Did you feel any more you want to mention on Lake Grace?
Well, I think with obviously the Lake Race, with Duckworth going down and then Connor Holmes, that has essentially cost them a lot of run through the midfield, and then obviously through the forward line, not having Alex Duckworth up there just to present.
Well, another option, wasn't it?
Exactly.
You umpired Trevin Davey today, who could have won your medal as well.
Absolutely.
Imagine he feels out there.
Yep, so Trevin's, and they've got good players coming through, but I think just losing those two so early in the game essentially cost them, and it's unfortunate for Lake Grace. They've been essentially the best team until now.
Yep.
Just have your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. First of all, welcome along to such a fantastic day, and in the Ongerup Footy Association. Big thank you to Newdegate for the way they've prepared the ground and the facilities. Bloody credit to you, so well done to you guys. and thanks for a great game of footy. Commiserations to Lake Rose Pingrup. You're always there, and you did well. But congratulations to Newdegate on the big effort on your home dunghill. But a big thank you to everybody in the league, the volunteers, and people that helped to put this show on the road every weekend and through the final. So we thank you very much for that, and especially the volunteers. So thank you guys for making it happen. To our sponsors throughout the year and throughout the course of the OFA, thank you very much, because it makes it a viable proposition. We thank you very much for that. So, and the umpires throughout the year, Munchie, well done, mate, for your coordination, but without you guys it doesn't really happen. So let's put your hands together for the umpires throughout the year. And the goal umpires. So I'd just like to call the umpires forward to receive their medals for the grand final. One will be Ian Munchie Norrish, John Meal and Rowan Murdoch. Thanks, guys. And the goal umpires, Neil Omo Foreman and David Sheldon. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. Righto, we'll move on to a really well thought out game today, and it was great to see it so close. It's and a real hard fought match. It's credit to you young guys from both sides for the effort you put in to make it all happen today and give us a great spectacle. But the best man on the ground today goes to, donated by Michael McLennan, goes to Nelson Kent. Well done, Nello. Say a couple of words, but get hold of them both.
First of all, cheers to everyone helped out today, setting it up. Cheers to Lake Grace, who are the team to beat all year. And, yeah, well done our boys for fucking winning it, I guess. Yeah.
Well done, Nello. I'd just like to call forward Kelvin Holmes from Lake Rose Pingrup just to say a couple of words on behalf of the club. Thanks, Gills. Thanks. Good job.
Firstly, thanks to the OFA for another great year. Yeah, the comp's been pretty close. Yeah, to Newdegate, congratulations, boys. I really do admire the way you go about your footy. Halves, bangers, you know, it's just every year you keep getting up. You know, I don't know how much longer you're going to keep going, but I really do admire you. Congratulations, you deserve it. To our boys, chin up, boys. You know, we've had a pretty good year, but you know, just something that we can work forward for next year. Yeah, we'll just hang together tonight, and yeah, I'm still sure we'll get there one day, but we've got to just keep putting ourselves forward, and that's the best way to do it. Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks, Kelvin. Well done, mate. Sounds like you've unfinished work there, Kelvin. All right, we'd just like to call forward Harvey just to, yeah, give out the medals for the winning team. Good on you, Harvey.
Both of these?
Yeah, mate.
Thanks, Johnny. And just whilst I'm on, Jono, and the crew at the association level, thank you so much for the effort you put in with the competition this year. As I said, the crew that we've got on board that are running the show are bloody brilliant. You know, we took away a fantastic side to Carnival this year, and the quality of footy that's going on in the comp is absolutely right up there. And I think it was mentioned at the vote count that it's up there with the best of what the country's got to offer statewide. So well done to them. To the umpires today, and that we've had all year, thank you very much for being out there today and keeping our boys in check. To Kelv, and the boys, we've had some great tussles this year and in the past, but this year in particular. It's a great fought-out season between us. It's good to be involved in, and there's a lot of respect there for you, Kelvin. There's a beer waiting for you already, mate. So thanks for today. To our boys, I couldn't be more proud of a bunch of blokes to play with, to coach, to drink piss with, because it was said at the start of the year, and we spoke about it today, that if you got the belief and you show some intent, you take the action, and here's the bloody result, boys. So well done. So we'll get on to our boys, starting with Darcy, our main man on the wing this year. Fantastic. Well done, mate. Yeah, brother. Jacob Conti, absolute gun for us this year. Lockie Maples, still wearing his mouth guard. Mate. Michael Hams and his receding hairline, still keeping going. Well done, mate. One of our vice captains, Riley Bridger, holding back. Yeah, mate. Up forward, Aaron Rusty Russell. The absolute gun up forward. No, mate. Chris Wallace did another gun up forward for us over the years. Love to have you back, mate. Blake Dunkeld, good to see you home, mate. Killing it for us. Well done. Tristan Ballard, only a kid, but he's killing it. Bryce Agus and the Long Hair Club. Courtney Waddle, killer moustache, mate. Joram Tucker, I think he's working on his moustache. Dylan Brooks, all taped up, but he keeps going. Well done, buddy. Yeah, mate. Jack Walter, the big man in the guts. Dale Ness, our little pocket rocket. Jared Offer, get up here, mate. Go one more. Yeah, mate. Nelson Kent. On your mate. We'll get the two old boys up here, and Lloyd with his holy socks, followed by Westy. Nice. Clint Westlake, get him up here. Well done, mate. Good stuff.
Just like say something. You might have beat me on me 350, boys, but we won today!
And our big skipper, the man in charge down back, Big Dean Ritchell. And the coach, Harvey Lynch. Harvey, you and your skippers come forward and you need two, boy.
Hold on, please do your hands, boys. Ready? Here we go, boys.
What's that one?
That's yours too.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, thanks a lot to everybody, and hope you enjoyed the day, and look after each other, drive safe, and we'll catch you back here next year. Thank you very much.
Oh, you've got Newdegate junior footy players come down for a photo.
Thank you.
No worries.
Thanks, mate. Hey. Thanks, mate.
Just